This is Rolling to Die, episode 142. Remember, people, this is the real Rolling to Die. And we are on part 3 of the Undead Queen Dragon Verlin. Will the Blood Saints survive? Will they make it? Will they stop the Worm Lich? Hit it, DJ. All right, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Squirrel.
This is Rolling to Die, episode 142. I'm playing as the character of Mayhem and Lunal, and my name is Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace, such as my character. And on that note, we're going to introduce everybody, and we'll start off down the line from Dark Trooper and down. Dark Trooper?
Oh, me first?
Yep.
Hello.
Well, yeah, it's always ladies first.
Speak for yourself. Well, why don't you go first then, Lama?
Well, I
Damn
do
it,
have
Lala.
the titties.
All right.
Anyway,
Sage Intelligent, you go first.
Why not? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rolling to Die. I am Dom, aka Sage the Intelligent, and tonight I will be playing everyone's favorite Lightfoot Druid Halfling, Spev the Hunter.
The meanest little redhead you'll ever meet.
As always.
All right, Trooper.
hello, friends and family. I am Dark Trooper coming from live from a secret location, aka my couch, and I will be playing Grismont the Face Splitter. Unless we are we also talking about doing Ross too?
That's a maybe, but right now we're still or that's going to be a different story, I think, for them.
Then I will,
right.
and then it's a possibility that I also will play Was Relaby.
Ew, Grisma, your breath stinks like death.
And
All right, Llama.
You're so small, I can squish
I am the Supreme Llama Overlord, and I exist as the Grand Archsage Llama.
And also his little sidekick, Llama.
Llama,
And
llama.
last but not least,
And bringing you your music and also playing as Valnir Nighthammer and as Zarag Rogrum. I am DJ Thunderbass.
all right. On that note, we'll start where we last left off. The team, the Blood Saints, which there is still one more guest, by the way. He will be here shortly to the studio, but we're waiting on him. Zento will be here. So you guys will have that cleric. Last we left off, the Blood Saints made it down the Marvel Bridge, where they were in the lands of death. Seeing the giant monstrosities and the skeletal creatures walking across past the bridge, we made hold, facing off against many different skeletal creatures. As some of us did our usual combat and fighting, Grand Archsage finally joined the fray instead of observing from a distance. By observing from a distance and just sending his llama to attack people. And
Well, you can't join the fray unless you slay.
true. And he slept, he did in the sleigh.
It was okay.
And just have some hay. No way.
I may.
As a skeletal figure with a giant barrel bomb on his back lit the fuse and ran at Mayhem and Pet Llama. Pet Llama slipped and fell, and Mayhem grabbed up Pet Llama and made it into a llama shield for the explosion. Just launched him back. As all of you blinked in surprise, a bunch of the enemies were blown away from that explosion as well. You guys headed forward, utilized more combat and skills as a team, finally breaking through the tunnel. As you did, you get to the guards and realize they're just standing there at attention, not getting ready to fight, as you notice the door opens up. The Blood Saints look ahead, and they see this ancient elvish woman that has been changed from her original form into more of a undead-esque, as she has become the new victim of the Lich worm. As this said worm Lich reaches into your brain and to control you, it consumes you and becomes you until its next host. We see, as we looked ahead, the red-haired elf woman with a man's voice, Verlin, with her magical bow that was cursed, as it still sits loyal to her, but more darker looking than usual instead of glowing. She laughs and taunts all of you as you rush to attack her. She casts a spell and has her guards hold you off long enough for her to get through the door. As you finally break through, you all stopped and gazed at her standing there with the other Lords of Death surrounding her. As you've seen this magical aura and smoke spiral around her. As her grin and smile expands and grows, she transforms and turns into the bone blood raven dragon. But this time, as undead. As you see more bones and spikes protruding out of her body, turning into this giant winged beast as you see in the field. So I'll change the camera a little bit to see more of that monster. There you go. Big giant winged beast at 200-foot wingspan opens up ahead of you with a praying bird beak, elongated and bone-esque, and spikes and spines all around with veins pulsating with a blood-swirling magic, with the blood raven's skin being black as the night can be, as you see the bones protruding everywhere. Her long razor tongue sticks out, whipping the ground 15 feet ahead of her. and her claws grow and dig into the ground. She raises of us over 80 to 100 feet tall. As she stands up at first on two hinds and drops down on her front paws of her claws, slamming down as you see her rib cage and blood boiling all around as this giant monster. All of you are shooken, except for those who are flying, but you feel the shockwave of energy and dust flowing through the air in a large AoE of effect. As you looked ahead, you've seen her wrap her body partially around like she's blocking something. As you swore you've seen a giant-looking egg of some sort that's made from different scales of different dead dragons.
How big is the egg?
100-foot tall,
That's one hell.
75 foot wide.
That can make a lot of scrambled eggs.
I was thinking omelets.
It,
Oh, even better.
as you guys are thinking that,
The egg is bigger than everything Spev stands. Everyone's bigger than her.
So really big skillet. That's what you're saying.
the biggest hard-boiled egg you've ever had.
I'll show you a hard-boiled egg.
You look at it with different swirls around it,
Ooh.
different scales, and different methods, as it seems like it's glowing and shimmering as it pulsates. And before we get any further, I would like for everybody here to roll to die for me. Roll 2d20. Your first one's light, your second one's dark. You tell me what those 2d20 are, and we'll determine how the day goes for each character.
All right. Here we go. Let's do it.
14 and 9 for Grismont.
14 and 9.
9 light, 6 dark.
9 light, 6 dark.
11 light, 10 dark.
10 dark. All right, Llama.
The next
Llama.
my thing is in
All right. What are your two numbers for you, Llama? All right, and for me, I'll tell you mine while I'm waiting for his. 14 light and 3 dark. So we just need Llama, and then when Zenta appears. Oh, we lost Llama for a second. He will be right back. Internet connections.
Yeah, I gotta update the Wi-Fi stuff because of all the cameras.
All right. Yep. You guys, hello?
You gotta be 18 and 4.
18 and 4 for you. So 18 light, 4 dark. They said, "What's
Christina
up, guys?"
Phillips says, "What up, guys?"
Yep. And we are playing Rolling to Die's custom episode of the Blood Saints of their finale for this year. And then next week, or next month's going to be all Gundam. If anybody is a big Gundam fan or Mobile Suit fan. Before that, though, as all of you look up and ahead and see this giant dragon wrapping around the egg, you see her absorb up the blood from around her from the small pools and corpses. And she climbs across the egg. You see this giant bird-like monster, as what birds do when they feed their young, it gulps up and pours blood all over the egg, swirling around it. But instead of it dripping and dropping everywhere, as you would normally see from gravity and liquid running across an egg, you see it absorb into the egg. And all the crushed bones that this giant dragon spewed dust all around it after, like another layer of shell absorbed into it. As it glows again, a red, a black, a blue, and changing again.
This is new.
You see Mayhem step back, and him look at all of you with dread and fear for once. As you see him grab the ring on his finger and turn it. And you see him look up at Lunal, and Lunal nods her head. As a portal opens behind her, she steps back. You see her disappear. Mayhem howls in rage as he transforms into his werewolf form in front of everybody. Now, those, I would need for everybody to do a, which one is it? I believe it's charisma. Intimidation check. I got a 19 plus 7, a 26. So if anybody can't get over 26, they are fearful of what a Mayhem just did, transforming into a full black and gray werewolf.
I got an 18.
I got 21.
Well, unfortunately for me, even if I roll the nat 20, it's still impossible to go over 26.
Okay. Everybody else, for you, Edward Knight, or not Edward Knight, but Valnir and Llama.
I said
If
18.
it's a Constitution save, then I'm in the same boat as Dom.
All right. And what did you say, Llama?
18.
Okay. Yep. Every one of you are in surprise and awe as you see the hairs of this 7-foot tall werewolf just spiking up around his back, and this aura of energy flowing off him, enraged as he grabs at his 2 maces and runs them across both his shoulders, taking 2 points and 3 points of slashing damage across himself as he ignites both of his maces with a purple lightning as this green aura of energy is flowing off him. What are each one of you doing and reacting at this time as you've seen the giant dragon doing this, the egg shifting? You see all these other monsters around stepping back and other ones being sacrificed into the egg.
I yell up and say, I want that egg for breakfast.
All right, Grismot screams that.
I look
What?
at one of the random monsters and wave frantically, going, "Hey, Jim, long time."
He waves back. Llama, it's been years. We're on
What,
a
are you
different
pulling
side
a
again.
Deadpool?
Jeez.
Lama,
Wait,
did
your
you
name's
just
really
pull a
Jim?
Deadpool?
Yeah, he did. Llama just pulled a Deadpool. Frank.
Spev raises one eyebrow and is really not flinched by it. Like, yeah, looks like breakfast is just too large for my stomach. Oh well, Grisma can take them.
Okay. Valnir and Zarag. What are those two doing when they hear all this and they see all this?
So Zarag is getting basically into a fighting stance, whereas Valnir, let's see here, yeah, Valnir is trying to get control over the hands with a 4 and a
All right.
3.
That's not happening. Mayhem transforms right in front of all of you. Valnir, are you transforming or are you staying as is?
I never de-transformed.
So you're still aware
Yeah.
of the Panther. So switch off the hands. Aware Black Panther. Oh, that was funny. All right. The Grismot is technically here. I don't know if Donnie is joining us tonight, but I will NPC him if need be. Damn it, Llama.
What'd I do?
I read that. Do you want me to post it?
Wait. I'm confused. What's up?
And then the comment you posted.
Oh, don't worry about that comment.
All right, good one. Okay, and then that was Gronk. Donnie. All right. Gronk steps back and casts Might of Bonk as his weapon glows. You see the giant dragon turn its head over at all of you. It snaps, and her eyes glow. And I'd like for all of you to roll initiative now, as you guys are now in set combat as she is getting ready to attack. As the first thing you see is a blood pulse
Oh,
flying at every one of you. I need
19.
everybody here right after your... What was that?
I got a 19, 16 plus 2, 16 plus 3.
Who's
What
doing
are we
now?
rolling?
To
Initiative.
die.
Initiative. Wow, I got a 3 plus... Oh, I got advantage, actually. Let's roll twice. Okay, an 8 plus 5. Still better.
oh wow! I
13
did
for
it.
me.
I got a nat 20 plus 3.
13 plus
23.
4, 17.
13.
Nat 20 plus 3, 23.
And that was for Valnir. Valnir got a 17.
Okay, and then Llama, you and me have to roll a d20 apiece, and whoever has the highest goes ahead. I got a...
And then Zarag
12.
rolled an 18.
All right, so they're both right after each other.
Mine says 20.
All right, so you go ahead of me. And then we have Gronk and Zenta, which Zenta's not here yet. So you rolled a 5 plus 3, so that's an 8. And then Gronk, a 10 plus 5, a 15. Oops. And the Blood Queen, nat 20 plus 5, 25. So she goes first.
Fine.
So right after you guys look up, you see this big blood pulse coming at each one of you. I need all of you to do a Constitution save, please. And for those who are protected from necrotic, get advantage. For those who do not have protection from necrotic will be disadvantage. So 13 plus 5 for me, because that's my disadvantage. I got an 18.
I got an 18. I got a double 9s, 18.
Okay. What did you guys get for your Constitution saves?
For Constitution, I have a. Oh, terrible. I have a 10 plus 2, 12.
Oh, okay. What'd you get, Thunderbase, and what'd you get, Llama?
What was that rolling again?
It is a Constitution save. It's a blood
So
pulse.
Valnir with disadvantage got a 14 plus 2, so 16. And then Zarag got an 8 plus 7. So 15.
All right. So anybody that got under a 17 has been struck in by this blood pulse. The 18 still technically hits you, but you get half damage. So everybody that got hit is taking 23 points of necrotic damage. Those who got that passed got halved. So about 12 points of damage for us. So I got to mark 12 points. Well, I'm enraged. So that'll be 6. Okay.
Zarag's hurt.
Oh dear.
Well, I mean, he only
Zarag's-
at a level 10, he only has 84 health points as a level 10 fighter.
True. He might do something. He may not live long. That all depends.
He was a summon, so
Yeah. He's just been a long-term summon. Here we go. We're gonna go with. Here we go. Black Blood Dragon. I am first going to do a big tail whip against you guys. This is going to be a AOE tail whip.
Can I hug the tail before it
So,
whips?
you can go for an acrobatics or athletics to see if you're fast enough to run and try to hug this bony, spiky tail that is probably about 100 feet or more longer.
Did you say acrobatics?
Yes. Now, depending on your character, has disadvantage or advantage. If it says D, it's disadvantage. If it has an A, it's advantage. If it's just there's neither, it's a straight roll.
I rolled
unless
a 4.
You explain. Ow. Yeah, I know. You guys all got anybody that 33 to hit. It's hitting everybody. Llama, you try to go and grab at it, and it hooks under your giant robes of your wizardly cloak.
Could I use my
As it
boots to
hits-
jump up into the air?
You're still getting hit, but yes. You jump up in the air, and this tail just sweeps at you. All of you take. That's 2d8 plus. So 16 plus 8. 24 plus 30. Okay, 41 points of damage.
How do you want to do this
You guys-
to Zarog?
So all of you see this giant bony tail swinging past. Llama tries to jump up and gets hooked and caught and slammed as well. Grismont tries to jump up and fly and gets smacked with it. As all of you are getting hit, Zarog looks over and sees one of the bone spikes flying right at him as it pierces him right through his chest, slamming him against the wall as the bone spike burrows into him as he's holding on for dear life. It grinds him against the wall, ripping him up and pulling away. You watch him drop to the ground, gasping for air, as you see the blood that was pierced through him turn black. As you see his eyes roll back in his head, and for one moment he seemed dead. And then he stands up, grabs his weapon with a giant hole in his stomach, looks at all of you with these dead-looking eyes, as he has now been taken over by the blood dragon of death. And he rushes at you, taking a swing at Valnir first, and then Grismont in the air. Spev, he tries to stomp at you. So, first swing.
First swing with that Warhammer was a nat 20 against me, which made it a nat 30. The second one was a 13 plus 10. How many swings is he taking?
He took one at you, he took one at Grismont, and then he did his bonus attack, just stomping or trying to kick or stomp Spev.
Okay. And then that is a 10 plus 7, 17.
Does that hit you, Spev?
It does, sadly.
So you see Zarog run right at you guys.
Grismont takes 9 points of damage. I'm
And how much damage
taking 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, yours is double for nat 20.
Spev's the one I kicked.
Yep, Spev's the one that gets kicked.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, so he flies right at Valnir first, whacking the hammer right into his chest, knocking him down. As he spins it upward, smacking Grismont right in the knee. As he flips it around, he looks over and sees Spev and just football punts her right in the chest and kicks her up in the air. And the blood dragon, she get Verlin just to do her other attack. As that was just an attack with someone being summoned now on her side. She looks back and does a claw attack right at Mayhem. 16 plus 15. Ooh. Yeah, a 31 to hit. Mayhem gets slapped across the steps. This 7-foot tall werewolf just looks like he just got swatted out of the air like it was nothing. Smacking against a pillar. The bludgeoning damage alone from that was 18 damage, but it's halved for being enraged. And then for her hitting him, the damage is claw attack, 15 plus 2d6. That's 10. That's 25 plus 8. So 33 damage, but it's halved. So 17 points instead. 70 points and okay. 25 altogether. As you take them, that's just halved. If I didn't take it halved, it would have been way worse. Slams against the wall, eyes flicker for a moment as he hits the ground. Getting back up. You see Mayhem, blood pouring out of his mouth for a minute as he looks up surprised. Verlin, as a giant undead black raven dragon, laughing, smiling as you guys are fighting the Undead Queen Dragon. Her last thing she says before it shifts over to the next turn. You really think you have any means of beating me? I know every weakness all of you have. And when I'm done, that newborn dragon of death will be your doom. That ends her turn.
Grismont
It
yells
is
up
now,
there, not if I turn it into an omelet first.
as you see a big bony smile. Spev the Hunter, it is now your turn after getting slapped by a tail to the left and then football kicked to the right. You took it back now. You took one hop and you're bleeding. What are you doing? As you have to waste some of your movement to get back up, or your bonus action, as you were knocked prone from all this.
I'm not done. I'm gonna use the bonus action to have Spev transform into a gorilla. I'm not giving up on this.
You transform into a giant gorilla, being this little teeny woman, this big thing. And you turn into a giant gray ape. Well, you said gorilla. I got a giant gorilla. Even better, even bigger. Spev goes all out as a giant raging gorilla.
Ooh.
There you go. Have your character on it, so I know it's you. As then done a tail whip across all of you.
Huh. All right.
Now you still have your action. What would you like to do for your action as a giant gorilla? That is about 45 to 60 feet tall, depending on how you stand.
All right. The gorilla is approaching towards the Raven Dragon once more, and getting ready to thrust its fist backwards as it's getting ready to throw a punch, a powerful punch. And with that, he's rolling a d20, and we have a 19 plus 2, 21.
All right. If you find out that her AC is 22, as you try to punch at this giant skeletal dragon, the Raven Dragon, She pulls back her head and snarls at you. As you try to swing again with the other giant hand, you see her pull back the arm as you're just strong, but not as fast as you should be to hit her, as she's moving at remarkable speeds right now. As the cloud smoke billows around her like it's helping her evade against you. And that will end your turn as Spev the Hunter. It is now Grismont's turn. Grismont the Face Splitter, the orc ripped out of time. What are you doing, Dark Trooper?
First, I'm going to take a second wind to heal myself a little bit. It was a D1 plus 10. 1d10. D10. So I got 20 health back.
Okay.
Then I'm
gain
going to
20 health back. Explain to me how it looks for your second wind when you heal these points of damage.
As I'm kind of like, did I get knocked prone or no?
Yes, you got slapped to the ground. So you have to waste either half your movement speed or your bonus action.
Ducky.
I get up. As I'm getting up, I take a deep breath. Then I get up back up on my feet. I take a big snort and spit out a big goblet of saliva and mucus and blood. My eyes start glowing red because I've entered rage mode with a big snarl and say, "That wasn't very nice." And then I charge the Dragon Queen.
You're gonna you just charge right at her. All right, so run at the Blood Dragon Raven Queen or Blood Raven Dragon Queen. You know what I mean?
With a loud "wog," and then I hit her with my hammer, with my tank hammer, getting a 17 for hit.
A 17 does not hit. As you try to swing this hammer at her, she pulls back, and she gets to do one of her legendary actions, which is a tail attack. And whips her tail at you. I have to go by the dark for that one. So a 19. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, I have 18 armor.
You swing the hammer, and you see this giant black and red pulsing blood tail with spikes and bones on it whip at you and smack you against the wall. Still standing on your feet. You can, if you want, you can roll for a grapple for strength check. You want to hang on to the tail and try to climb from there?
23. 19 plus.
All right, you succeed at grabbing onto the tail as it hits you, as part of your plan was to get on it any means necessary. So you get slapped by this tail that's this wide or more to you as it hits you, more than your arm can wrap around it, but just enough for you to hang on and pull yourself off from one of the spikes that's off it. Now, what do you do that you're on this tail? And I'm going to have you do a dexterity check after the next action you do to see if you're going to be whipped off from the tail. By the way, you also took from the hit 24 points of bludgeoning damage, but because you're in rage mode, takes them to 12. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage instead.
I start running up the tail.
All right.
And heading towards the head so I can do a double overhead crunch on its head.
All right, so you only have enough actions to start running up halfway, and that'll be the rest of your actions. As you went for an attack, and then it hit you and you used the grapple. as you start pulling yourself up and start running up its back. Now that you run up its back, that'll be the next thing you can wait for this next part for your turn.
Do I still need to do a dexterity save?
You're gonna do yes. You need to do a dexterity save to make sure you do not fall, as it is moving and whipping around as you're trying to run up this thing. As the spine of it is like bones with blood pulses running through it lining. I'll show the camera.
I got a dirty 20, 17 plus 3.
I painted it myself. All right, so there's not right here. You're about more than halfway up it, almost up to its back. But that's as far as you can go for now. She ran up the back of this big, spiky-looking undead raven.
Wait, can I use retaliation? What? Hang on.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I don't think I think I missed it. The opportunity because I believe.
It would have been during the hit. You chose to grapple instead and climb up. So now it is Devante's turn with Valnir. As you're standing there, you see, or as you did you get knocked down?
Yeah, I got knocked down.
You got knocked down. You got to use half your movement speed or your bonus action to get up.
I'm gonna use the movement speed.
All right, half the movement speed. As you get up, you see Zarag standing there undead looking, black blood pouring down the hole in his chest that was punctured through by this undead blood rave dragon. You see him clenching the
I
hammer.
am going to swing my hammer at him.
All right, swing away.
$16 plus 12. Yes, I hit.
Now his health will be half of what his health is normally,
which is 84 normally, so 42. And he just took 6 points of damage.
All right, you hit him with 6 points of damage.
Yep. Now the backswing. 7 plus 12.
All right, that hits. It's 19, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right, you hit, and then how much damage is that one?
That just hits because his AC is 19.
All right, yep. So how much damage is that as you swing?
8 points of damage.
8 points. You smash into him. You see him take the hits from the hammer, and then you see his head jerk back up and look at you.
Another swing. A 13 plus 12. That hits.
All right.
Doing 7 points of damage.
A 25-point hit. Add 7 more points of damage.
And backswing for this one is 7. 7 times plus 12. Another 9.
Okay.
So 6 more points of bludgeoning.
All right. You have your bonus action left, and that's the last thing you can do.
Yep, which is 2 more from 1 more forward swing and back swing. First one's a 13 plus 12.
Okay.
Doing 12 points of bludgeoning. And the last one is a 4 plus 12. So that's a miss.
Okay, so you hit him, messing him up severely near the end. You miss the last swing, though, as he steps back and utilizes the blood from the hammer to slide it off him a little bit, making him just graze it instead. That'll end your turn. Is there anything you say before you end your turn to your old friend that helped you for this little while?
Well, you were a good summon.
All right. Now that that's up, we do Donnie's Gronk. So he runs his bonkitude, hitting with a 19 to this dragon, missing as it comes crashing down. He scratches his head, goes and does it again, casting bonk. He hits this time with a 26. As you see this magical club glow over like a mystical weapon, slamming down on the back of this dragon, taking 20 points of bludgeoning magical damage to its back. That you see it bow for a short period of time as Grismont's running up its back, right before it smashes to him. Okay, Gronk after that decides to heal himself by drinking a potion. Okay, he grabbed the wrong potion. That's funny. So that'll end his turn. It is now Llama's turn. Grand Archsage. You see all this havoc and chaos happening. You see Valnir fighting his friend that turned undead. You see Grismont running up in the dragon's tail. You see Spev transforming into a giant gorilla, slapping this giant dragon as best as she can. You look over and see Gronk trying to summon spells to slam and hit it. What do you do, Llama, as you are hovering a little bit after being hit? What do you do?
Oh, I'm having a full-on conversation with Jim and showing him all the different things that my pet llama can polymorph into.
You're just messing around with the pet llama?
Yeah, pretty much. And the monster known as Jim.
You gonna go hit Jim? Poor Jim. Or are you showing Jim or are you trying to hurt Jim?
No, I'm showing Jim all the different things my pet llama can do.
Okay. So as this fight is going on, you're just polymorphing your pet llama into random things. What are you polymorphing it into? I'd say you'll be able to do it at least 2 times before it comes to your turn. What are those 2 times you do?
First, I do a llama giraffe, which just gives him a super long neck. And then the second one is that he turns into a really fat llama with gorilla paws because I made him a gorilla llama.
All right. Now, is he going to transform one more time as it's now your turn, or? I also have a giant Fey llama he can turn into, like a fiery Fey llama.
Nah, I'm gonna make him a crocodile llama next. It's just a really furry crocodile.
Oh, suddenly. I do have a giraffe. That's funny. I was looking for the giraffe. You see it first turn into a random giraffe, and then he transforms into his big giant crocodile as your undead buddy that you've known for a while is just sitting there in maze and awe in front of this giant croc now. What do you do as it's your llama can do attacks now?
He then attacks.
All right, so roll for an attack with your llama. Do you have the page made, or we'll go off the stats that I have?
About the stats that you had a chance to make it this week.
All right, so roll 2d20 for it has advantage, and whatever the highest one is the one you choose, and you add 10.
I rolled 2 14s.
All right, so that's and 24 to hit. Are you hitting your the skeletal dude, or are you hitting the giant undead dragon?
Did that muffle out for anybody else, or is that just me?
Did I muffle? Oh, I was adding in stage.
Yeah, you muffled a bit.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so-
Could you repeat that? You're good now.
Do you choose to attack the undead dude that you were showing off to, like, hey, look, look again, now get eaten? Or are you transforming it and making it turn right around and lunging at this giant undead blood dragon?
No, he's gonna lunge at the nearest monster to Jim as a display of what he could do. Not Jim
Alright, that'll be the-
specifically, but another undead next to him.
All right. So that would be the. There you go. Oh, music. There he
For the
is.
record, Jim was his name when he was alive.
Yeah. Now he's just Dead Jim. As Dead Jim has two crossbow. Oh no, sorry. Dead Jim's right here. He has his whole cloak and everything. You see the skeletal figure and creature that has two crossbows standing here. As your giant alligator or crocodile snaps at it and just crunches at it. Now, the damage is 1d20 plus 15. So roll that 1d20 plus 15. And that'll be its bite attack.
35.
That 20 plus 15. Ooh. And because it was a critical from rolling the two 14s, it's doubled. So it becomes 70 damage.
Damn.
How do you want to do this to the skeletal figure right in front of Undead Jim? You want to just impress him? Explain to me how you impress Undead Jim with this giant croc. Croc.
I tell Krokma to go play fetch, in which he then lunges as if coming out of the water, even though there is no water for him to lunge out of.
It looks like an excited alligator puppy shaking there with its llama neck extension of a crocodile mouth looking, wagging its tail and lunges and jumps up right in midair. And you just see the skeletal figure with two crossbows pointing them, getting them ready to shoot at llama, and looks up and sees a shadow gazing at it as it sees this giant crocodile llama crunching down at it and chomping it for fun, turning right around excitedly, coming right back to you and just dropping a heap of bones and two crossbows right in front of your llama and Undead Jim. As you have Undead Jim going, you impressed me when I was alive, but now that I'm dead, oh, that is so fun. Wait, wasn't that one of my guys? Oh,
I don't know.
oh dear.
I'd never met him before. I don't know. He must have been new.
Well, his name was Timothy.
It wasn't Tiny
Sorry,
Tim,
Timmy.
was it?
No, that was his son. Oh,
Oh man, did I make him an orphan?
I think he already is, because he was undead too. It's been at least 100 years. It reminds me, how the hell are you not dead? As you have this conversation, though, that'll be close to the end of your turn. Is there anything you say or do before you end your turn?
Keep an eye on the golden coin. I solely say this to
As-
confuse Jim.
And now he's looking around for a golden coin. No idea what you're talking about. Wondering if you have one in your hand or if the crocodile llama has one. Now that it's now Mayhem's turn, he stands up between both of you having this conversation, raising and scratching at his head, stiffing up, going, "Oh, my head. What just... Llama, are you trying to be friends with the enemy again? You know what happened last time? You know how many castle keeps we've had to, flee from you letting in the enemy? It was an accident, but
Yeah, but no, this.
just because you knew them when they were alive doesn't mean they're the same when they're dead."
Yeah, but no, this is Jim. I told you about Jim.
Oh. As Mayhem's going to play a history check to see if he remembers Jim. And I have advantage, surprisingly. Okay, that's decent. A 14. He remembers slightly this guy named Jim that used to come around and bring gin, a bunch of alcohol. And he used to love hanging out and remembering the times they would talk. But then the tragic accident happened, and he just fell, taking the barrels back down the steps, which all the barrels promptly hit him in the head until he died. Sadly, when we went to go bury him, we didn't know we were burying him in a Lich owning town. as he was brought back as an undead soldier, which still somehow remembers you. But as he looks at me with confusion because he's never seen me as a werewolf and only remembers me as a human.
Well, I mean, we did bury him in a barrel.
And as I look over going, it was your suggestion, but I'm the one that did it. As Undead Jim just looks at me.
Hey, you were the one that wanted
Anger.
to drink the barrel first. I thought it'd be better to leave it full for him.
And you hear him go, "That was my family wine!" as he lunges at me. Awesome. I roll a nat 20 with light. And a nat 20 plus 12. As I swing my mace of smithing. And how much is it? It's 1d6 plus 7. So that is 10 damage, plus the bludgeoning on top of that turns it into 20 damage. And on the rage, so it's 3 more damage, so 23 damage, plus the... Where is it at? There it is. The lightning. 8 points of purple lightning damage. As it fries him for a moment and hits him, Mayhem swings back with the next mace, a 9 live stealer, which is a plus 13, which I have advantage for. Ooh, a 19 plus 13. So a 32 to hit. And that is a 1d6 plus 8. So it's 11 damage. Plus it being bludgeoning, it is doubled, so it's 22. Plus the 3 damage from the rage. So 25 damage. He's close to being destroyed just from those 2 hits. As Mayhem looks over going, "I'll take care of Jim and bury him again."
Jimmy, no!
Just listen to the
Jimmy, yes! As I swing my last attack.
things moving underground. A melody that strikes deep within the soul.
All right. And I got advantage on that anyways. Yep. So 18 for the attack. And 12 more points of damage turns to 24 plus 3. So 27 damage. So how do I want to do this? I see him lunge at me. I step back and slap him with my left mace. And then uppercut him with my right mace. And then as he's flying in the air, I flip my maces around my hands and swing them both down at the exact same time, right on the head of Jim, going, "Sorry, Jim, but you gotta go!" And I smash his head as he hits the ground and explodes into bones everywhere. And I just look over going, "Oh, man, he was good at partying." As a flask pops out of his pocket, as the rest of the bones turn to dust. "Hey, a flask!" As Mayhem goes and grabs at it. "Llama, catch!" As I toss this flask at you, I need you to do a acrobatics or athletics to see how you're catching this. And explain to me how you're catching this flask. Or is it gonna hit you?
miss.
I got a nat 20.
Lie.
Nice.
And I opened my robes and caught it in my pants.
Opens his robes, and as we see it flying like he's going to put it in a pocket, you see him drop a hand real quickly, open his pants, and just flops in his pants. And Mayhem just face palms. I don't know why and how he does this. And Mayhem looks back up at the Undead Blood Dragon Verlin as he goes, "This is going to hurt." As I did 1, 2, 3, yep. The last thing I could do is just run half my speed because I used half it to get up at the Undead Blood Dragon, but that's not far enough to do anything. I stop in my tracks, and that's as far as I can go. That's the end of my turn. It is now Zenta's turn, which he'll be here shortly. But I'll have it so he sits and hears a message. And a green portal opens up as he's sitting there in his sanctum, the sword down, kind of like a whole Legends of Zelda style, waiting and sitting. He looks up as the portal opens up, and Lunal walks through, as the magic gems on his building glow of her sigil, allowing her in. Lunal walks up to Zenta. "Please, I need help. I can't stop this thing on my own, and I have plenty of muscle. But it's not muscle we need. We have a couple wizards, but the gibberish crazy wizard can only do so much. And I can only stop time so many times. Will you help us like you did years ago? He's up, pulls his sword out of his stone, and looks at it, and flips it around and puts it and sheathes it slowly, quietly grabbing his robes and throwing them over his shoulder and putting his hood over. You're seeing a big Z on the back of his cloaks with a moon behind it. As he turns and looks at Lunal Wormwood, the queen of the wares, Zenta replies, "Yeah, I'll do it. For a price. You know the rules." And she looks down and grabs a bag of 50 platinum and tosses it to him. "We're going to go get bankrupt if we keep asking for this." As Zenta smiles, "I'm your guys' banker. You guys forget." And as he steps and walks through the portal with her. But that'll end his turn. As now it goes back to the top, guys. It is now the Undead Blood Dragon turns. As she screeches in rage. The giant egg that all of you were looking at. I want all of you to roll a perception check for me, please.
A 19 plus 1, so a dirty 20.
All right. What does everybody else roll for their perception checks? Mayhem has rolled. Oh, I missed my flash or my light over here. 13 plus 8. Okay, so 21 for me.
13 plus 2, 15 for Spav.
15 for Spev. What did you get, Llama? A Grand Arc Sage.
I got a 9, 4 plus 5.
That's Grismont. Okay. What did Llama get?
Don't mind me. I'm just noticing I'm fucking mute. I got a 20 plus 3.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting a lot of nat 20s today.
Oh, yeah, they pop up. Yeah. Yeah, Llama. Nat 20. Nat 20. These are natural nat 20s, too. He just rolled, like, they're right here on the campaign. I'm looking at them. That's hilarious. The game likes you.
Today it
That's
does.
funny. All right.
It
You
knows
guys
my
all look
power.
up. And you see the egg swirling a little like a smoke billowing around this giant dragon-looking egg. This is glowing more and more. And it looks like it's summoning something from a different plane of existence. As you see Verlin, the Undead Blood Dragon Queen, smile and spew blood all over it as she used one of her actions, enhancing it, taking part of her life and energy, making her lose 51 points of health going into this egg. You guys have 3 turns from this point before the egg cracks and opens, and then 1 turn after that before it explodes, and the undead purple dragon resurrects that you fought many years ago. The thing that you guys feared the most, that chased you, taunted you, and messed up your whole team.
The one
And no
time
one-
we used the Well of Many Worlds.
Yep. And guess what? It's back. And it's finding a new way to be summoned after 30 years.
In game.
The last thing she's going to do, and she turns at all of you and pulls up her neck and head. and does acid breath. Takes 5 to 6 turns to recharge. That's a 5 or 6 for the recharge. That's a 1. Nope, she doesn't recharge it after this. The dragon exhales acid in a 90-foot line within 10 feet wide. Each character in that line must take a DC 22 dexterity saving throw, taking 67 points plus D15 8 acid damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful save. She turns over at you guys and does a spray that sprays across Mayhem, Llama, Valnir, and Spev.
Did it get all over
As
my
Grismont
face?
is on top, the back.
Well, I'm safe.
You're safe from this, yes.
Safe in general.
But you gotta do a different dexterity save to see if you get thrown off the back of this thing as she's turning abruptly. So I need to do a dexterity save, and then you need to do a strength check to see if you're hanging on.
Ooh.
Everybody else needs to do a DC dexterity save.
18 plus 10, 28.
28. It's the
I got
session, so you
15
take
from
half
a
damage.
dexterity save.
Oh dear, for that one. Okay. We'll give to you in 1 minute. Spev, what did you get for your dexterity save?
For dexterity save, I have a 19 plus 3, 22.
I also got a 18 plus 10, 28 on my strength save. Strength check.
Okay, so you got flung off, but you grabbed onto the spike, the bone spike, just in time, and succeeded at hanging onto the back of this dragon. But now you have to use one of your bonus action or action to pull yourself up from that point to get back on properly without falling off or getting thrown off. You said, what did you say for you, Dom, for Spev, the hunter?
19 plus 3, 22 for dexterity.
You just barely passed. Now, Llama, what did you get?
15.
Okay, 15 for you. And I got a 16. Ooh, I failed. Anybody got under 22 failed and takes full damage of 67 plus 15 d8. Let me type in those d8 right now. I'm doing it this Yes, and now I'm going to see how much damage you guys are taking. 68 plus 68. Oh, 67 plus 68.
That is 135.
Yep, yeah, 135 damage of acid damage. Those who took half of that take 68 points instead. So
Valnir's hurting.
Oh man.
Valnir and Spev are taking half damage, but everybody else 135 damage of acid damage all across their characters, burning and frying, except for Grismont.
I'm at 11 HP left. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, man. And that ends her turn. As she turns and smiles. You ever thought I was going to be your end, Blood Saints? I was the one that helped join you, huh? I helped your name grow. And you left me there, in the graveyard, to die. Well, I say to you, Blood Saints, I'm going to leave you here to die and rot.
Sounds like she's got a bad case of the wands.
All right, for Grand Archsage, for your special legendary action, you get to do what's called Time Shift. I need you to roll 1d100 for me, Llama. This will give you half damage or full damage, depending on your d100 roll.
27.
You lucked out. You needed a lower number. As I rolled a 21. You're good. You take half damage instead of full damage. You take 67 points of acid damage instead of 135 points. Mind you, you're usually protected from magic and take half damage from magic, but this is not magic. This is a breath attack. Breath attacks are different. They are separate. A lot of you guys got messed up. Mayhem. Oh, dang. I failed that too. That was 135 for me. Even with rage, because it's not a physical effect. Wow, I'm more than half dead. Even with my werewolf form, I'll be losing that soon if I get hit again.
How much
Yeah.
damage did I
I'm
take
glad
again?
I had advantage on that
67
last.
for you, Llama.
I'm glad I had advantage on
Mhm.
the last one because it's like you said, it was a dragon's breath. So I'm wearing guard armor.
I'm wearing demon protective armor, so anytime I'm fighting demons, I have the advantage. If I'm fighting something not demons or undead, I'm screwed. This thing technically is a dragon and undead, but the dragon part's what hit me. So that ends her turn as she gives you this lecture at the end. Spev the Hunter, as a giant gorilla, and you're standing next to her after being covered in acid, what do you do as this angry gorilla that's about 60 feet tall compared to this almost 100-foot tall dragon?
I'm gonna roll for grapple strength to see if I can grab onto
You try to grab
onto the Raven Dragon's tail.
Oh, we're gonna try to grab at its tail?
Yeah.
You're more near its face to let you know, and its ribs.
Oh, okay. Then it's not necessary for it then.
So you can either try to grab at the neck or head, or you can try to punch at its chest or its head, or grab at its arm. It's up to you.
All
You
right.
can climb on it, start smashing it, or you can do whatever you want, thinking of what you would be as a giant gorilla.
All right. We're gonna start with a grapple. Roll for grapple to reach for its neck.
Okay. Now roll for a strength check for me.
Here we go.
It'll be the larger number.
A nat 20
And mind you,
plus
you're-
2, 22.
All right, and you get the plus 10 for the gorilla, for the giant gorilla, so that'll be a 32. Even with the 22 is succession. A 32 makes it even better, though. Explain to me how you grab this thing by the neck, trying to pull it down.
With all anger and might, and while the acid it has been hit everyone, but because Spev already says against being frightened, with an advantage of that, she swung her gorilla arm, just reaching for the neck, and start grabbing with one hand, tightly as she could. She pulled when successful. She pulls down the dragon to her down to the dragon's face into hers, as she growls and get ready to throw another punch. Get ready to throw another punch after the failed attempt from the previous attack.
Okay, now roll an attack after grappling and pulling down the neck.
Here we go. Come on, give me luck.
You have advantage, by the way, because you now have her by her neck.
Ah,
Your giant gorilla.
all right, here we go. We have a
You're doing
19.
like a King Kong.
We have a 19 plus. We have a 19. Yes.
19 fails, sadly. As you grab it by its neck and you swing to throw the punch, the dragon still pulls her head, missing and just feeling the knuckles graze under the bones of her. As her eyes glow bloody red, like a crimson red, and swirling as they flicker. You still have one more attack. What would you like to do? Do you want to throw an elbow, or do you want to uppercut her? Do you want to try to kick her? You want to try to just pull her head to the ground?
Let's pull
What
her.
do you want to do?
Let's start with an uppercut.
Okay. So you have advantage with this. You still have one hand grappling against the neck, and you have the other hand trying to punch her in the face.
Come on, give me something.
It's girl-on-girl action right now. Spev versus Verlin.
Okay, okay. We have an 18 plus 2, 20.
It's the meanest cat fight I've ever seen. With a 20, you said 19 plus 2 is 21. It's still a miss. As you swing and just miss again.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, your gorilla gets a bonus for its modifier for punching, and it's a +3 to your normal modifier, so it would be a hit. So you said it was a 21, so we get a +3 to that, so that'd be a 24.
Okay.
So what would it be for your hit for this? What would it look like if you uppercutted her?
She swings her hand back and just throws it with more potential and thrusts it with an uppercut, throwing the fist upward underneath the dragon's chin with power.
All right, as you go and you hold and you throw this big uppercut, letting go with the other arm, throwing her head up in the air.
I'll be
You
right
have
back,
her-
Henry.
All right, it's momentarily she is stunned as her head pulls back. Okay, so now after that, that'll end your turn. Is there anything you say, Spev, before you end your turn?
I am not no weakling. As it is a girl on girl fight, I will make dragon stew out of your skull and blood.
Okay. Now it is Valnir's turn. Giant gorilla grabbing this undead blood dragon by its neck and punching it in the head. First missing the first
I
one,
still have
getting-
Zarog in front of me.
You still have Zerog still in front of you. Barely breathing, though. Actually, Zerog was in the way of the hit.
Go.
Zerog was right next to you as the acid hit. And Zerog failed with a 17. At least on my side. Even then, it would have took 67 damage if it did succeed.
Yeah. On my side, he only got an 8.
Oh, so explain to me how you want to do this. For as he's standing there getting ready to swing at you, how does it look for him to die from this acid spray that hits you, and you turn around and see your friend Zerog as you were fighting him die from the acid? Like, how does he die from it?
Basically, just burns him until he stops breathing.
It just falls apart. Okay, so it looks like this is as you turn and see the spray, you turn your body and you get hit and burnt, and you look forward. You see Zerog as he's swinging his hammer at you, and he gets splashed too. And you see the arms just fall off from the weight of the hammer, and the rest of his body just melts into pieces as he just shatters in front of you. It just looks like a
Yeah.
pile of bones bubbling and boiling from this black and red looking vile acid. So what do you do now as you are 25 feet away from this? From
How far
Verlin?
away from the egg am I?
No, yeah, here.
45 to 55 feet.
Perfect.
Pending, and you still have to get across to the... from
18
the dragon.
plus 6. Does that hit it?
What are you trying to hit it with?
My ray of frost. I'm trying to freeze it.
All right. As you're trying to freeze it,
An 18
Verlin
plus
uses her
6.
second legendary action and looks at you, and you see her eyes glow. As you try to use the ray of frost, you feel the cold at first come out of your hand, and out of your crystal, and you see it poof into snow. As you hear her laughing, "You have to try harder than that." Yes, she sounds like a guy because she was cursed with a guy.
14 plus 12.
Girl.
26 to hit.
What to hit?
Eight points of bludgeoning damage as I just chuck my hammer at her.
You throw the hammer and it smacks against it, doing 8 points. It's double damage by bludgeoning, by the way. And this hammer is the one that flies back to you.
Yep.
I need you to do a dexterity save for me, or sorry, a dexterity check for me to make sure you catch this without it hitting you.
And that 20 plus 4, 24.
Okay, you catch this hammer without even trying after trying to cast the spell. All you have left now is a bonus action. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try with the Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
11 plus 6 to hit.
You do not hit as you try to blast against it, and a magical aura shield of the swirling blood smoke blocks it away like it's like a 10-foot length shield of thickness of smoke. As the ray of frost hits, it just makes a small shell around the fog and swirling blood smoke that you see. Anything you say before you end your turn?
He just kind of grunts in anger.
All right. It is now Gronk's turn. The mighty half-orc Gronk casts Bonk again with his magical barbarian wizard. I didn't make the character. He does a 20 to try to hit and misses with his magical bonk again. He casts it one more time and completely misses with a 12. He scratches his head and drinks another potion, healing himself.
Potionholic.
Another a greater healing potion. And he gets his 30 points back altogether, plus that ring as well. Okay, so that ends Gronk's turn. It is now the Grand Archsage Llama. What is Llama going to be doing? The Grand Archsage Llama and your pet llama.
The
Right
Grand
now,
Archsage Llama, yeah, I was muted a second ago.
Nope.
Is gonna magically whip out a dozen blackened dead roses.
Okay.
And try to propose to this being while my Krokma attempts to bite her tail.
So roll for persuasion or deception. Are you trying to persuade it for real, or are you trying to deceive her? And she's actually going to be let's see if she's actually going to laugh at that doesn't go with us. Yeah. Explain to me, are you going to be doing this deception or
I did persuasion. I rolled a 14.
14? What's your persuasion modifier?
Oh, it's the 13 plus 1.
Oh, wow. She smiles at you and laughs. I haven't had roses in a long time, but that's a hoot. All these years and the llama's still hitting on me. I don't have a bust right now, though, as she smiles at the dragon. And she uses her legendary action to use Detect. The dragon may make a wisdom perception check. Her perception is, wow, passive perception 26. Okay. And she rolls a nat 20 when she does her reaction attack to your llama alligator, hitting you with a nat 20.
My Krokma.
Your Krokma. And the tail does 17 plus 20, that's 37, plus, where is it? D8, 6, and 6, that's 12. So 27 plus 12. Oh, plus 8, so that's another 20. So that's 40, 50, 57. That's 57 damage to your Krokma. Your Krokma is half dead right now, as your Krokma is around 120 health. So it's half dead. As it gets slammed and hit by this giant spiky tail as it was trying to snap at her. There's only one thing you could do left. What is that last thing you do, Llama?
Did she ever
circle yelling, screams, oh god, we're gonna die.
Did he get a yes or a no for the proposal?
No.
It was a no, and she laughed.
He wishes
if you would rolled higher.
He wishes to know why she denied his proposal.
Why you denied me?
You're too obsessed with
She
llama.
looks over.
I remember what her bust used to be, and it was magnificent.
As she smirks, I'm dead, you're alive. There's a difference here. Can't really work out. We work in different area codes.
But
I gave you the wrong number.
I-
There's many reasons.
but I'm not worried about having kids.
Okay, well, you've swayed me a little more now. But I might have to keep you undead first. As she smiles and raises up her mouth, looks like under her neck is glowing red, as seems like she's building up some kind of energy.
I'd like
Tuck your
to
eyes
attempt to
away for a couple of
return her
months.
to mortality.
And just tuck your
Yeah,
away
you
somewhere
have-
for a couple of months.
You have to wait until next turn for that one.
Damn. Oh, so my question took up the rest of my turn. Whoops.
You can use like it's a bonus action, so it's not much. So you can do something small. There wouldn't be a big spell or anything. It'd be like a cantrip or a basic attack, or telling your llama to try to attack again.
Nah. Can I try to do like a small heal on myself or something?
Yeah, you can drink a heal potion or do a healing hands on yourself.
That sounds
And-
naughty. I'll do a healing hands on myself, if you know what I'm saying.
You randomly grab your chest and squeeze it in front of Verlin and heal yourself. How many points are you healing with your healing hands?
Now the
To
question.
find your.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
how do
you
I
find your
determine
spells.
that?
It should be in your spells. If not, I can roll for you. Healing hands. 6 points of healing. If you do choose my roll. If not, find your healing hands. Roll for yourself.
Yeah, I need to learn how to do this myself.
It'll
Abilities?
be in. It should be abilities or spells. Spells. I only have 3 spells for my character. At least for my mayhem. I got fear and talking with animals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I'll just go with
Okay.
your thing for now.
Alright, so you gain 6 HP points. Now it is Mayhem and Lunal's turn.
Oop.
Mayhem looks over with rage and lunges at this Verlin as his ring of healing activates, giving him 5 points of healing. He goes for his attack with his giant slayer mace. With a nat 1. Completely misses, swinging his mace. As he swings the mace, she pulls back her shoulder and backhands him. Now let's see if she does backhand him. 17 plus 17, 34. She backhands Mayhem with her reaction. Mayhem flies into the wall, taking 20 points of bludgeoning damage. A halved to 10. Do damage. Okay. He took the damage. He uses his bonus action to get up. And he runs forward again with the rest of his speed. That ends his turn. As now, it's Zenta's turn. And Lunal. Lunal still has to finish hers. She comes through the portal. And she opens the portal. The first thing she does is cast Greater Healing Word. All right, doing 26 points of healing to the whole team.
How much?
And 26 points of healing. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go get Zenta as he is being summoned for real.
I'm gonna go give the porcelain god a golden shower. I'll be back.
Pointing the pink pistol at the porcelain firing range.
He's the only cleric because no one's a cleric. As Lunal opens the portal, floats through, heals everybody, snaps her fingers for her last spell of true invisibility, you see her disappear. As through the portal, Zenta walks through. Nice. And as he walks through, he already has his weapon summoned. Or spiritual weapon summoned by his side as he walks out. Alright, Zenta. For your character, to let you know, you see this field. I'm playing as an NPC of him. As he flows through. You can if you can close that door if you don't. He looks at everyone, raises his blade, and slams it down. Where is the spell? Here it is. He casts first Spare the Dying on Valnir. Let's see, that's the one thing he does. And that's a cantrip, so that's his bonus action. And then he does Healing Word. With 9 points of healing to everybody. So everybody gains 9 points of healing. And that will end his turn. As now it is the Undead Dragon Verlin's turn. She's going to try to shake off Grismont off her back. So Grismont, I need you to do a strength check with me. And see who wins the strength check. Ooh.
22.
I got a 19 plus 10.
So no, I get thrown off.
You get chucked off by this undead dragon as you fly.
Can I use my bonus action to activate my boots?
You can. You can use that as your reaction, and that gives you the chance to not fall. So explain to me how you catch yourself in midair.
As I float through as I get thrown off, I yell "Zog!" and then I do a couple of flips, and then my boots activate and stop me and slow me down so I can right myself.
All right. So as you get flung in the air, you flip around a couple of times. 10 to 15 feet before you hit the ground, you tap your boots and you ignite them to work, stopping maybe 2 or 3 feet from actually hitting the ground. As you start regulating yourself to fly back up. Okay. The last thing she does is the blood pulse. I need everybody here to do a Constitution save, please. It's a giant AoE blood pulse around all of you as she opens her wings and screeches.
I got a dirty 20, 11 plus 9.
Okay.
Constitution save, right?
Constitution save.
All right. I have a 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay.
Constitution.
What did you get for Valnir? Sorry, Llama.
Constitution save is 15 plus 6.
All right, so you got 21. I just need DJ Thunderbase when he has a opportunity. Let me see. Okay. as anybody that failed with under an 18 took 13 points plus the extra 5 on top of that, so 18 points of necrotic blood damage.
Safe. That was just
I'm
by
safe.
one. Just by one.
As this wave passed all of you.
Wow. Oh.
Okay. Lunal still has to roll too. Oh no. Lunal, nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not
Mid-air.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the Kool-Aid guy?
All right. Mayhem, because no one can see her right now. She's invisible. And she used true invisibility. Falls from the pulse. Let's see if she's able to catch herself. No, she has to go with that one. 5 plus. Ooh, no, a 3. 5 plus 3. She thuds to the ground about 30 feet, taking 28 points of bludgeoning damage as she spits blood up. No one can see her, by the way. That will end Verlin's turn of the Lich Blood Dragon. Okay. It is now Spev the Hunter's turn with your giant gorilla. What are you doing as your giant gorilla as Spev the Hunter? As this Blood Raven Dragon is just wrecking the whole town.
all right. As you saw, the Raven Dragon was what did the Raven take flight, right?
She is not flying yet. She is just surrounding this giant egg to bring back the undead purple dragon.
Oh boy.
That's from a different dimension or a different plane.
All right.
Trying to you guys only have 2 turns left to see if it gets summoned or not.
Oh boy. All right, what I'm gonna do for this, I'm gonna roll for acrobatics for a jump. So I have a 15 plus 3, 18.
15 plus 18. Okay, so 33.
Now I'm gonna roll.
You hit.
Now I am going to roll for an attack.
Okay, so that was acrobatics or athletics.
It was acrobatics I did. Now
Okay, so you jumped up here as a giant gorilla. So what are you trying to do? Like come down with a giant like axe handle fist or something?
what I was gonna aim for is a supersonic collision where you know how when you clap really hard and that force of
Like a shock kind of
yeah
thing.
yes
Gonna try to slam down on her like a shockwave.
mm-hmm.
All right. You have advantage for the high roll. So roll your attack and remember that your modifier is a plus 10 to whatever you roll because of your giant gorilla.
All right. I rolled a 19 plus 10, 29.
So you hit. Explain to me how you hit, and then tell me the damage.
All right. Spab jumps in the air and then she throws her both hands out, spread their hands out, and powerfully put them together as it's creating a shockwave clap, causing a massive impact wave to hit not only the dragon. The wave is also causing collision to push the eggs.
All right, so you're trying to push the egg off the ledge while you're trying to clap at the dragon's head.
Yes.
Okay, so you giant gorilla clap at this dragon's head, hitting the dragon and pushing at the egg with the shockwave. Now I need you to roll a d6 for the shockwave of how many feet you're scooting this egg.
All right. Rolling a d6. Here we go. Come on, give me good luck. Yes, good luck. I got a 6.
Okay, it scoots 6 feet across the ground, breaking where it is on the summoning platform just slightly, not giving it as much power now. But it's near the edge as well, shaking a little bit off the edge. If it gets pushed or knocked or rocked off again, it could fall off onto the abyss. You may not be able to get summoned at all, or if it does, it'll be half damaged by the time it comes back up. It all depends on your character. If not, you still jumped up in the air, and you still clapped at this dragon.
All right, so
Now roll one more. You still have one more physical attack. What would it like to be for this giant gorilla that's about 60 foot tall to this 100 foot, 200 wing foot span blood bone raven dragon?
all right. Let's see what we
Just
got.
messed all you guys.
I'm gonna roll for the attack, and if successful, I will tell it if it depends on the number. Okay, a nat 20 plus 10,
Okay.
30 to hit.
So you hit. Explain to me where and how you're hitting this dragon.
Stab winds her right arm very fast, and then throws it with a powerful sucker punch. It will push the dragon towards the eggs. With powerful.
Doing a Donkey Kong punch.
So
you're trying to punch the dragon's head into the egg?
Yes, punch the dragon towards the egg, hoping the eggs will fall into the abyss if enough impact. So nat 20 plus 10 is a 30. Okay, so that hits. So I roll for damage, correct? Let's see.
Yes.
For damage, come on, give me something good. Please be something good. Okay, I rolled a 16 for damage.
Whopper again, like a real Whopper. Yeah, they haven't made them big in a while. Let's go again.
I rolled 16 for damage.
I remember you got a plus 10 on that with the gorilla, so it's a 26 damage, and if it's because it's bludgeoning damage, it's doubled from there. So it's 52 damage that you did to the head of this dragon, smacking it against the egg. The egg will be able to move. I need you to roll 1d4, and that'll tell me how many feet that it is scooting with the d4. Because it's something in between.
D4. It's gonna be a big one. I hope it's enough for.
It's the triangle-looking one that you never want to step on.
All right, I rolled a 3.
Like the thing of doom.
A 3.
You never want to step on one of these.
Oh, I know. Look how pointy it looks. Anyway,
Way worse than a Lego. I don't care what anyone says. This is worse than Lego.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3 with this.
Okay, good. It scoots 3 more feet. As you see the egg slightly tilt. But gain its balance back on as the dragon shakes her head and looks at you with rage. That'll end your turn, Spev. Is there anything you say before you end your turn to Verlin or the team?
She tries to tell. She's making her primal noises to try to tell the teams knock the eggs over to the abyss. Someone takes on distract the dragon. The other one goes for the eggs. Eggs, get the eggs. One takes eggs. One takes dragon. Knocks over the eggs to the abyss. No summoning.
All right, so one, you're trying to tell the group that half the team should go after the egg and the other half the team should distract the dragon.
Hey, if you dunderheads listening, one set takes the dragon while the other takes the eggs out in the abyss. Do it now.
All right. Your turn ends after you scream this in a giant gorilla kind of esque voice. It is now Grismont's turn as Grismont is floating 3 to 4 feet in the air, trying to get back up to speed in air, pulling out his hammer. There's a giant gorilla in front of Grismont is about 15 to 20 feet ahead of him. As she screams this, either go after the egg or the dragon, one team distract, one team knock it down. What does Grismont say or do when he hears this? As you're trying to catch your balance.
I don't say anything. I look at him. I'm scratching my head. I go, and I see the gorilla point to the egg. I'm like, and I go, okay, and I charge at the egg, full blast.
Okay. I need you to do two things charging at this because now Verlin gets to do her legendary reaction as you're flying past her because you're flying past her with an attack range, and she gets a free attack at you. I need to do an acrobatics or athletics, and then a dexterity. Ooh.
For athletics, I got 26, 16 plus 10.
Okay, that's good.
And it was a dexterity save.
Yes, a dexterity save.
Do I have advantage?
With that acrobatics you just did, yes, you do. It's twice you get the roll then. You take the highest number.
I got 11.
No, that's old stuff. It's going to be turned into a tower. No, that's impossible for me. But what was that?
I got 11.
Okay, so you see the first dragon claw sway at you, and you fly under her and go back up. As you get right to the egg, she turns and tail whips you with a nat 20 plus 12.
Can I use retaliation?
You can. You can retaliate while you're being hit. So what do you want to do in this process of being tail whipped? As it still is your turn.
Let's see.
By the way, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage, which is halved because you're still berserking. So that would be...
Now I'm going to use my hammer to attack the tail.
Oh, so you get hit with the tail, and you just smack the tail right when it hits you. Like, get off me. Now roll for an attack for me.
Got 30. 19 plus 11.
No, okay, yeah, you definitely hit. Roll that damage for me.
Doing 6 points of damage, but also, remember, I have a mastery of my Warhammer, so I can do push. So I push the tail 10 feet away from me and causing the dragon to spin out.
All right, so even with it being a larger scale than you, your hammer is a giant slayer hammer.
Oh, that's right.
It does give this bonus.
I forgot about that.
And it moves the tail not to spin her around, but to crack and whip-tail the giant egg. Now, I'll allow you to do one. You still have your last action. If you want to do your last action, you can use this to make sure that the tail connects to the egg. It's only if you succeed, though. So you can roll for an attack for me and see if you charge in right after smacking the tail away, trying to make it whip-tail the giant egg that's trying to summon the undead purple dragon. That could be all your doom.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I got a 19. 8 plus 11.
Okay, a 19 does miss. As you swing, you miss with the second swing. As the tail still hits the egg, but not as hard as it should have. Moving it 5 more feet instead of more than it would have. Scooting it so close to the edge, you can see it teeter-tottering. But it's not off yet. Like it's about to come down, but it's not yet. That will end your turn, Grismont, with all the things that you've done. Now it is Valnir's turn with his...
I need the egg to make a dex save.
All right. A 17.
Okay, so you're gonna it's gonna take half damage. But I used Tidal Wave against it.
Okay. Does that do anything even if it succeeds the save?
Yeah, you take
Any
half
damage?
of 15 damage.
Okay, that'll still give it a small push. I want you to do because it's technically magic, not strength. Do
It's bludgeoning
intelligence
damage.
check. Okay, so it's bludgeoning damage, but it's still with magical orientation. So we're going to still use your intelligence modifier. So roll 1d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
All right.
And that'll be how many feet it'll be pushed back from the wave of energy.
2 plus
of this
2, 4.
water. How do you want to do this? As it only had 3 more feet before it was. The giant egg is just teetered off. The edge.
Tsunami!
You're standing there covered in blood, killing one of your friendly summons, bleeding everywhere, and you look up and see the dragon smacking Grismont. As Grismont's trying to fight back, you see the gorilla pointing, telling everybody to attack the giant egg. You raise your hand up and push it forward as you're holding your hammer down with the other one to brace yourself as this giant wave of water comes out of the magical cube you have and splashes across the ground, ripping under this egg just enough to scoot it a little bit when it teeters over.
And Grismont like, "No, my omelet!"
As it cracks down, boom, and then finally comes down.
You were quiet.
Me?
The darkness, the abyss.
The pants.
You hear for a moment as you all wait. Even the blood death dragon herself stops with her eyes like a anime tear sweat, like and looks over as you all get quiet. And for one moment, you hear nothing. And then finally, you hear the bottom. Something hits real hard. Now I need a roll. A 1. Uh-oh, this is going to be good for you guys. A 1 to 4 for how many turns would it be for the egg to still crack for the monster to be released?
It was 2 turns
You hear a
from last my check when it was my turn.
Yep. And you hear and silence after that. As even the blood dragon queen goes, he wasn't ready. Now I have no control of him, and neither do you. And she smiles. I'm fine with going down in a bang. What about all of you? As her eyes start glowing in a smoky red coming out of her eyes. That'll end your turn, Valnir. And besides your hands, do your hands do anything?
Wait,
You have to roll for them to
end
see
my
if they-
turn. I have 2 attacks and I have 2 actions and a bonus action.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was that. It was
That was my first action.
yeah, that one right there was full action.
I need her
Yeah, I only got one action.
to make a dexterity and a constitution save.
Yeah, that's attack actions. That's physical attacks, not magical attacks. Unless you're using a double spell. Oh, and then that's a different thing though.
Yeah, this is.
And then you still got your bonus action. now. So what is your bonus?
I still have one action and one bonus action. That was only
Yes.
the first
And what is
action.
And what is it?
I need her to do a dexterity and a constitution save.
A nat 20 for the Constitution save, and then for the Dexterity save, 18.
Okay, so you'll be taking
It should
half.
say action. I should say 1.
She'll be taking half of 28 points of damage, and this is from my Staff of Thunder and Lightning doing the spell of Thunder and Lightning.
The new story will start different. Okay, and how much damage?
Half of 28.
Okay, so that's 14 points of damage. that it
Bludgeoning and lightning.
All right. The lightning damage is just the basic. The bludgeoning will be doubled.
as bludgeoning damage is double to the undead.
Mhm.
Okay, so that
And
that will
then
end your turn. Is there anything you say or do before you end your turn?
I still have one bonus action.
Oh, you just did one
I said I
action,
have
and then
two
you just did.
actions and a bonus action. That is an actual spell from my Staff of Thunder and Lightning called Thunder and Lightning.
Oh, you're using your staff.
Yes.
It takes an action to use, though.
Yep, so I have just my bonus action left.
Okay, you're because one was the water wave,
Yep, and this was the
and
second
the other one
one.
was.
And so I have just the bonus action
Yeah.
left.
Okay, so the bludgeoning was the water, and then the thunder and lightning was the staff.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'm just gonna
So
chuck
what is
my
this can-
then I'm just gonna chuck my dwarven my warhammer at her.
All right. That's only a singular attack for a bonus action.
And that
All right,
is
roll
a
for the attack.
17 plus 12 to hit.
All right. She is going to use her last legendary action to slap it back at you.
Oh boy, that means I gotta do a dex save.
You do, and it's with disadvantage. As
Well, no,
she
then
got
I
a
just do a
25
straight
to
roll
hit.
because since I can see it coming at me,
Hmm.
I have an
You have advantage.
so I have a straight roll.
It becomes one roll.
5 plus
What'd you get?
10, 15.
You needed an 18.
Oh,
As you go to try to reach for this hammer, it flies past your hand. You see the hammer collide with your face. Now roll bludgeoning damage of your weapon and tell me what that damage is that you hit yourself with as it just flings back at you. But you got to plus it by 5 after whatever you roll.
a 10, so plus 5 is a 15.
So you get smacked in the face by your own hammer hitting the ground.
Yeah,
And
and I
that
am
will-
close to dead.
That's messing up
22 hit
Valnir.
points left.
Okay. Valnir's ended his turn. It is now Gronk's turn. Gronk goes for a club attack. A 15 plus 10, 25 to hit. He hits. Smacking it for 15 points of bludgeoning, which becomes 30 points because it's doubled. He goes and swings again. He misses completely with a 2 plus 12. A 20. No. A 2 plus 12, so 14. Nothing. He misses. She gets to do her reaction to him. A nat 20 as she back claw kicks him. He flies against the wall, taking 31 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams against the wall and 16 points of slashing claw damage. As you see Gronk get slammed against the wall, it's like a kind of like a cartoon moment where you see a big green dude slam against the wall, stuck for a second. As he peels off, you see an indentation of Gronk with his club indented into a brick wall, like comedically. And he just flood down to the ground. He uses his bonus action to get up, and that ends his turn. Gronk has ended his turn now. It is now Grand Archsage Llama. Now, what would you like to do, Llama? She has only taken about 100 points of damage so far. She still has like over like 400 hit points.
Trying to
Yeah. 4. Not good.
What would the Grand Archsage Llama do, and his pet companion Llama do? That is his guardian.
now.
Yes, guys, he has a llama.
Now both me and my Krakma can both do an action.
Yes, your Krokma is technically a separate character that you control. It's an animal monster for you that does its own action. It has one action, one bonus action. So you attack normally physically twice, and then your bonus action will allow you to attack physically twice again, or you can do a special lunge attack or tail attack whip because it's technically a giant crocodile llama as you polymorph this llama into a monster llama crocodile.
Well, Krokma is gonna tail whip at the at her ass while
Try to crack her.
yeah, he's gonna tail whip at her.
You are behind her.
Yeah, he's gonna tail whip her ass because the Krokma is behind her. And
Yep, and then llama's in front of her right now. He's about 20 feet ahead of her. He's just out of reach of her claw attack.
And Llama's gonna cast a hellish rebuke.
Ooh, nice. Barely anybody ever casts that. That's a good one. So, roll for that attack first with the Krokma, your Croc Llama.
What am I rolling for the Krokma?
It's going to be a +10 with a d20. And the first attack will be advantage. The second attack will be roll.
I rolled a 1 for the Krokma. So 1 + 10.
Ooh.
Okay. So nat 1, you go and swing this giant tail at first, and you do the funniest 360 spin, kind of like you're doing like a swinging attack. Sadly, Mayhem is standing right there as the tail flies at him. And Valnir is standing there. So both me and Valnir, both of us have to roll a dexterity save. I rolled a 4. Plus what? Okay, what's my dexterity? 5. So a 9.
8 plus 10,
Fail.
18.
You succeed. I fail. As you see Valnir step back, and you see Mayhem look at Valnir like, why are you stepping back? As Mayhem goes, why are you stepping back? A giant crocodile tail bitch slaps Mayhem across the wall, or across the room into a wall, taking 28 points of bludgeoning damage that's halved from him being raged. So 14 points of bludgeoning damage as he bounces against the wall. I know. He's still learning. He needs help. I'm trying to help him with it. All right, so what else are you doing? Is your Krokma still can tackle one more time, and then you as Llama can do Hellish Rebuke.
The Krokma is going to attempt to bite this time.
Okay, go for a bite. Are you trying to bite the leg or the tail?
Nah, he's gonna
Back leg or
he's
tail?
gonna try to bite the ass where he was trying to whip originally.
Oh my god, you got a perverted llama.
No, I got a perverted Krokma. Get it right.
Carry on. You got me on that one.
Roll the d20 again.
Yep, you roll d20 plus 10 for the bite attack.
5 + 10.
15 misses as you try to snip at her butt and she pulls back. She tries to do a retaliation, but rolls a nat 1. So she goes and pulls back, and as she does and tries to tail whip you, she actually loses balance. You see the giant dragon shift over and thud for a moment and fall on her hips in front of all of you as a giant dust plume cloud covers all of you. I need everybody here to roll a perception check with disadvantage to make it so to see how your visible visitation is, how you can see right now. Like,
4
what is
plus
your
1,
visibility?
5.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's good.
I got
That's everybody roll. You got advantage. Over.
Oh good god.
Oh no.
13 plus 2,
Mayhem
15.
Mayhem, perception. With a +4, 5 + 4, a 9. That's not good either.
Oh man.
Anybody that got under a 20
Oh.
will not be able to see her for the next 2 turns. As she falls, flaps her wings purposely, as she does fail at that and takes 37 points of bludgeoning damage from falling down on these altars.
Ooh.
She casts Blood Fog. So Llama, you can cast your Hellish Rebuke, and that'll be the last thing. That'll be the thing you can do with your guy. Besides, everything else after that will be disadvantage. So this is during the same time. So you cast your Hellish Rebuke, and then you still have your bonus action after that. And you tell me what your bonus action is.
What do I roll for my Hellish Rebuke?
Let me see spells. Oops, wrong thing. Where are you? Hellish Rebuke is a dexterity of 14 plus a d20.
So roll a d20.
Roll a d20 plus 14.
12 plus 14.
Yes. So 26. Now you roll the damage, which is 3. Unless what level you're doing. What level are you doing? There's 3d10 for second level, and if you're going any higher, it goes more, I think.
Oh boy.
What's the max level I can do?
This is
I'm looking right now.
this is gonna get something.
High as you want it.
Ninth level is the highest you can go.
Oh, I'm gonna go 9th level.
The damage is increased by 1d10 for each spell slot above.
9 plus blah 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 equals 58.
So 10d10, yeah. So you roll 10d10.
Yep. So I got a 54.
Yep. I failed it with a 5. All right, I'll roll for the. You need me to?
Yeah, and then I'm.
Yeah. You give her a large amount of damage, and then what's the bonus action thing you do?
I'm gonna do a heal on myself, and if you could just roll that again, that'd be great.
All right. Let's go with. Yep. There's only one. You gain 18 hit points back. You should heal yourself. Yeah, I'm teaching him. Oh. All right. Now it is Mayhem and Lunal's turn. Mayhem rushes and jumps at the giant dragon, even though it's disadvantaged, so I get a disadvantage now because I can't see her. Oh no, I roll a 2. I completely lunge into nothing, into the fog and darkness of this blood cloud, not being able to see, enraged. I go for a blind swipe, which is disadvantaged, so it's in a 21. I miss, swinging into nothing. The last thing I do is just rage again. So I go back into rage for my bonus action, and that ends Mayhem, but now it's Lunal's turn. Lunal gets up using half her movement speed to stand up. Her bonus action spell to fly up in the air, again, as she is still invisible from true invisibility. Now she's going to use her action to cast Mass Healing Word on everybody. The 60-foot AoE. All of you guys gain 12 plus her modifier, so 22 points of healing to everybody on the team. All right, 22 points of mayhem. Plus
A little bit away from full health.
nice. Yeah, that's your temporary hit. You remember your gorilla has temporary hit points of 150. You have 150 bonus for your giant gorilla. That's temporary hit points. Once that temporary hit points is 0, it goes back down to your hit points from there.
All right.
Valnir still teetering on the brink of death.
Giant gorilla.
Literally one good hit from Verlin, and it could kill Valnir.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you make your set your temporary hit points for you, Spev, to the 150. That looks cool. It looks like a samurai kind of world. All right, that'll be fun. You'll be able to do the Wukong character for our new one. I was talking to them about it because we'll be able to each have our own. I'm doing it Alucard style. I am playing as Alucard for our next season. Yes, guys, I'm playing as Helsing Abridged Alucard, pretty much. Close to it. But that's... The rest of the guys can introduce their other characters in a little bit if they want to as well, because that might be the ending intro for this. So, it is now... Mayhem and Luke finish their turns. It is now Zenta's turn. As he looks forward and looks at all of you, casts his magic weapon to distract the undead dragon. He casts Banishment. Let's see if she'll succeed. She rolled a 6, but she is from this plane, but he casts Banishment right now to a different plane. Now, what plane would it be? What would you guess, James, for your Zenta, if you cast Banishment on a undead blood dragon? It's just a random plane?
Unless they're from a different plane, we'll send them back to the home plane.
Yeah, she's from this plane, though.
And then she goes to a random non. All right.
All right.
But I don't take it for a minute.
Okay, so she goes to the third plane. The third plane, because it goes the living, the fae, and then the underworld. She's going to the underworld, which we already are in, technically. But she's in a different spot. You see her blink for a moment. Oof. As the cloud smoke disappears for a moment, combat has succeeded for a short period of time. Is there any enemies around? She used all her legendary actions up and didn't have a chance to revive them until after this turn. There is. You see a skeletal figure. I want all of you to roll a perception check to see if you do see this guy. Because there's only one enemy left on the field, technically, but he hasn't done anything except for watch.
Oh, wow.
9 plus 1, 10.
8 plus 5, 13.
15 plus
Okay.
2, 17.
Okay. Got a 10 plus 8, so 18. All right. The only ones that see it is Lunal and Mayhem and Zenta. All the rest of you look around and don't notice him. He raises his hand up and goes, shh, and raises his ear up like his hand, like he's listening. As for those who got like a 15 and up, here. As all the clouds disperse away from like wing flapping.
Very interesting.
May have it after deleting Dawn of War 2 after it went nuts. I don't know what's going on with it. The undead dragon slams down on the ground, shaking and quaking everything around all of us. I need everybody here to do a Constitution save with disadvantage unless you're a character that is immune to fear. The only person that technically would be close to immune to fear will be Grismont. So Grismont, you're
10
the only
plus
person.
2, 12.
All right. Oh, okay.
So
What did the rest of you guys get?
Sorry, what are we rolling?
I got
Everybody's rolling the
19.
con.
16 plus
All right.
3.
Okay. What did you guys get?
Four plus 6.
What are we rolling for?
Constitution.
Okay, I got
Throw a light in it. So
I got a 12 plus 2, 14.
I could just drill a hole in the bottom and feed the light through.
But wouldn't it be advantage if Stav says against being frightened?
Let me turn it down.
Because it says against being frightened. Oh,
No, that's
well.
Dawn of War 1 third edition. I'm Dawn of War 2. I uninstalled it.
I have 12
I had to
plus 2,
uninstall it.
14 for Constitution.
All right. Anybody that got under an 18
Oh no.
is in fear and is turning away and running away. How many feet? Oh, thank you. Ooh, definitely need to. Just give me a minute or two. Everybody that is in fear is running 3 feet away right now. Away from this thing. So everybody that failed turns away, turns their backs to this thing and runs. Or flies away if anybody got under 18. Even Mayhem turns away and you see. I am raging, so that doesn't mean. Oh, I'm not affected by fear. You're right. I'm raging.
I'm raging too, remember?
Yeah, that's why you got advantage on yours. Okay, I'm good then too. I got an 18. I got a 10 plus 8. So, Devante, for your Valnir, were you raging at all?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so yeah, you turn around and run 3 feet. Spev, even as a giant gorilla, you still turn and walk 1 or 2 steps, just like 1 step. Llama, for once, you just kind of float backwards.
Even if Spev is has advantage of being frightened.
You have does it say that somewhere, or is this?
That's what it says. It has the green A that says against being frightened with brave and
Okay.
parentheses.
So you have advantage. So roll with advantage for yourself for your Constitution save.
All right, here we go. Give me good luck,
Spev has
please.
advantage.
All right. I have a 15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. You still fail, but it's better than it was last time. You guys move those 3 to 5 feet away. It is now the top of the turn, which now it is the Undead Dragon's turn.
Oh boy.
As he takes over the place of Verlin as the 25. His wings open up and the boniness clicks open as you see the purple drapes of the wings tattered that are still connected to the bones. They start flickering in a purple lightning-esque aura. And as it flickers, it does this big flash. Everybody that failed their fear feel this and see a weird flash in the back of their head of this thing slaughtering all of you. And now it goes for its attack. It's doing... Wow. Okay, never mind. It's not doing an attack. It was a 2 plus 12. As it tries to do a shockwave. Completely missing you guys. But now I get to use my legendary action to attack one more time. 23 plus 12. 35. It does a wing attack to all of you. Wing attack costs 2 actions, though. A dragon beats its wings. Each creature within 15 feet needs to succeed a dexterity save of 23 now. So everybody do a dexterity saving throw of a to see if they can beat a 23. If not, you take bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone. And the dragon can fly himself up to its flying speed.
No, a 4 plus 10,
I'm still in the
14.
air, aren't I?
You are, but that means you out of the air. That gives you disadvantage. You have no way of holding yourself up then, or bracing yourself.
I had a 4 plus 10, 14.
The person that will have advantage will be Spev because he's a giant gorilla. All right,
I got a
Valnir.
15.
You got a what?
I got 15.
Okay, you fly down to the ground, taking 47 of bludgeoning damage plus the wing damage onto that, which is 15 plus 8, 2d6. So 6 and 6. Wow. So 12 plus 8, so 20. So 20. So 35 damage plus the 45 damage. And if you're raging, it is halved for bludgeoning, but you're still gonna get messed up. Valnir, you take 35 points of bludgeoning damage. Ev, you take half that.
Whew, I am down to 9 points of health left.
Oh, jeez. Valnir is getting close. He's getting messed up.
Like I said, I've been teetering on the brink of life and death.
The only pro to the big con of multi-classing, not as much health. Unless you know polymorph and you're going to polymorph yourself into something.
Nope, he doesn't.
Well, you better hope Llama can do it to you. If not, oh
baby.
Half that. Lunal takes the full brunt. Ooh. Lunal's close to dead too. Oh no. If you guys lose her, you got rude. Zenta's fine.
So I had stepped away. What did I miss? Did we roll for something?
Yes. Everybody rolls a dexterity saving throw and takes 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
I rolled a 5.
You get knocked down, which takes an extra 10 points of bludgeoning damage on top of that. So you take 45 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Smack to the ground.
Yikes.
Mayhem. Damage. Okay. That is the end of the undead purple dragon's turn for now. He still has his legendary actions, 2 of his 3. It is now Bev the Hunter's turn as a giant gorilla. What are you doing? As you are fearful, but are you still willing to fight?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, what do you do, Spev the Hunter, as a giant gorilla?
All right. It's Beth's turn. Okay. Okay. So what are we facing here? Are we still?
You're fighting
facing
the
off?
giant purple undead dragon now, which is even meaner than Verlin in some ways. Because this thing's end all be all is everybody's end all be all. This thing, when it dies, it blows up.
Oh, like a self-destruct. Oh man.
So people are going to have to make a choice. Some may survive to live another day, but others are going to have to sacrifice themselves for the team, because everybody's getting
Okay.
out unless you guys will run away. And we just unleashed the purple undead dragon on the whole world.
Speps look back as she takes notice that both Valnir and Luna are slowly going down.
And Llama too. Llama,
And,
what?
and
Valnir
then-
and Lunal, all three of them are severely hurt. And
And then she
Grismont
looks-
stays planted onto the ground.
she looks over at Grismont and then looks over at Mayhem.
Yeah, all of us are down pretty much. We're all on the ground right now. We're all knocked prone. The only person that's not knocked prone is you. And the giant llama crocodile, the crocolaman. The croco. How did we say it?
Krakma.
So now that
Crocodile.
Spep sees the team is severely hurt in different ways. In her gorilla form, she started to take charge at the giant purple dragon on her own.
All right, you're gonna turn around, run, and charge at this undead purple dragon, trying to grab it. Okay, I need you to do a acrobatics or athletics. You have advantage from giant gorilla.
All right. 19 plus 3, 22.
22.
Acrobatics.
Let's see if you beat it. You beat it. It had 21. Now, Spev, what is it you want to do to this giant undead skeleton? Like, there's two routes: trying to run off the cliff with it if you're overpowering it, or going and grabbing it at its heart, which is its engine. And if you rip out the gem heart, it goes boom. If it falls down, it goes boom. But what do you want to do, Spev? You're right now making the martyr move.
Okay. Can I roll for grappling it?
Yes, roll for a strength check. You have advantage for being a giant gorilla. You have a plus modifier of plus 10.
All right. A nat 20. Okay.
So explain to me how you're grappling it and what you're doing to this giant undead dragon. It turns laughing, and you just turn back at it and just grab this giant skeleton. It's not expecting you to do this. It's thinking you're going to run away, and you just turn around and grab
After using acrobatics, Spev jumps over behind the dragon and grapples it from behind as if it's like getting ready to do a suplex. Like it's grappling its chest and it's starting to throw him down to the ground, like into this. Is there a hole in the ground somewhere or a crack?
There's the giant cliff right behind you guys. As you jump behind it, the cliff is 5 to 10 feet behind you. Your feet are just barely marking from you falling off. The tail of the dragon is actually hanging off the edge.
Oh.
As you grappled at him, picking him up, out-strengthening him. What do? You say you want to suplex him, which this is going to be a KO move.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a KO move for you. Does your character want to be the great sacrifice?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Roll for an attack. You have advantage as it's trying to break free, and it has failed with a nat 1. It's trying to break free, but it cannot break the strength of this gorilla.
All right. I have a 18. I rolled an 18.
That is the AC of it right now as you're grappling it from the back. Spev.
Yes.
How do you want to do this? But at the same time, how does Spev give her last dying breath to her team?
She looks at everyone.
And I want to try something as a reaction to save Spev.
What are you doing?
I want to see if I can wrap Spev with my whip to keep her from falling.
You could try to let you know she's a giant gorilla.
Can Grisma
Do it
come
if you
over
want.
and help? Henry, can Grisma come over and help?
True.
A 19 plus 10, 29.
This Spev does have the chance of, as she's throwing herself off the cliff as a giant gorilla, she can transform back, which gives you the chance to wrap her and save her. But there's two choices: severe damage or her choice of transforming back. True. You may still be alive from it. It all depends. The explosion is a 300 damage. All right. So what was the number? Thunderbase.
It was a 10. It was a 19 plus 10.
All right. Now you need to roll in acrobatics or athletics as you're turning and running.
Can
As you're
Grisma
doing,
come and
grabbing
help?
your whip. Grisma can aid, which will give advantage to DJ Thunderbase, which means someone can hold and grab.
Nat 20 plus 10, nat 30.
What do you need me to do, Henry? You want me to do a strength check?
That is going to be an aid aspect where you explain to me how you're going to aid him as he's grabbing and running and throwing the whip, hoping for the right moment as Spev is grabbing the giant undead dragon, suplexing him with her giant gorilla form off the ledge onto the abyss, where it could be just imminent death.
Does DJ's Thunderbase's grab him successful? Was it successfully
It is
whipping
successful.
around?
This is what it looks like. So, Grismont, give me 1 second for you to think about something as you're going to witness. You see the giant gorilla suplexing the undead purple dragon off the cliff. You see Valnir running past you drastically, grabbing his whip up and whipping it Indiana Jones style as best as he can. It grapples around the giant gorilla's ankle and hooks. As you see Valnir yank and smile and then go, uh-oh, and get pulled in and sliding across like crazy, trying to hold it. You see the dragon fall with Spev. Spev, I'm going to allow you to do one physical attack while you're falling to see if you can release in time. I want you to roll, but you have a disadvantage as you're falling. So roll twice. Tell me the lowest number. Plus your plus 10 modifier for the giant gorilla.
Please be something good for this good roll.
Oh, yeah.
An 8 is my low roll.
You go to let go and swing and punch, and you miss. The dragon turns and claws at you. You both fly falling down.
Hey.
But the dragon's not able to grasp and open its wings in time as Lunal herself casts Frozen Glacier, making its wings freeze, not open up. As you're both falling, it hits first.
Can Grand Archsage do control winds to push up on?
All right, hold your action for control winds for a moment, as you with you and Grismont, because it might be you and Grismont to do something in this. As the giant dragon falls and hits the ground, exceeding over its health and fall damage, it explodes in this big eruption, taking Spev's whole temporary hit points, giving it all the way down to 5 hit points for her as she flies in the air, severely burnt and damaged back into her normal form. Valnir wrapped around her leg with the whip, pulling and falling himself. Now, Valnir, I need you to do a strength check as you're slipping and falling off the ledge. Are you grappling and holding off long enough?
A 5 plus 4, 9.
You slip. You hold 1 finger, 2 finger, 3. Deep.
Grisma runs in and grabs his arm before it falls.
I need you to do acrobatics or athletics, but with disadvantage, as everything is.
What if I have a natural advantage in athletics?
Then you have a straight roll, 1 shot, 1 roll, 1 shot, and then Llama will be able to guide you.
27
with the win.
17 plus 10.
Now, Llama, you wanted to do that guest wins.
Control wins.
Control wins. It throws the wind up towards Spev and Valnir, pulling up, making it a little easier for Grismont to yank and pull. As he slides to the edge trying to yank, and Mayhem runs and grabs at Grismont's feet, taking his claws, sticking him into the ground, scraping 3 to 4 feet of the ground with his claws, hanging off from your ankle as it looks like a chain of monkeys all the way down. Grand Archsage raises the wind up as Lunal's trying to hold the magic of the fiery blast it's trying to raise up as you see her losing consciousness. I need a roll for that.
As Valnir is dangling there, you just hear him say, "Did I do it?"
You guys all yank, getting up in time. As you slam down, the undead skeleton walks up behind you guys, smiling, as all of you are fighting and paying attention to that. He kicks over the giant cauldron, spraying across the ground, across all of you. Everybody, I need everybody here to do a Constitution save with disadvantages. You guys are just pulling each other up.
Oh man. Yeah.
I got a 19. 10 plus 10. Plus 10 plus 9.
8 plus 2, 10.
Mayhem got an 18. Lunal got a 13.
14
13.
plus 6.
What did Llama get? What?
14 plus 6.
13 plus
30,
2,
20?
15.
No, sorry, 14 plus 6. Yeah.
13 plus
You needed at least a 20.
Huh?
Llama is the only one that's floating and witnessing what happens next. The cauldron hits the ground as all of you land, smiling, laughing, thinking you made it. The cauldron hits the ground and you see the chemicals mix. As it rolls across all of you, you think it's going to burn. And then you see it bubble below and glow. A big explosion happens. Everyone takes 90 points of explosive damage.
I'm dead.
How much damage was that?
Llama, you're the only one that succeeded. Everybody gets pretty much blown to hell. Hell, shit, Mayhem. Fuck, he had 86. He just took 90.
I had 9
take-
points of
I
health.
have 35 points left.
I am beyond dead.
I have 44 points
Oh,
left. Oh my god.
Spev. After that explosion that you had prior, it took away more health from that too.
Oh wow.
Every one of you is severely damaged or dead. I need Lunal, Mayhem, Valnir, and Spev to all make death saving rolls. Zenta made it. He is floating there next to Llama, looking over, going, the hell. Right? If only someone knew Featherfall. 19 and a nat 20. Wow.
A 7.
Mayhem and Lunal.
15.
Mayhem and 19 succeeds. Lunal instantly comes back up with 1 HP.
15 for me.
Mayhem succeeded its second death save roll. And its third death save
Ooh,
roll.
that
Mayhem
one.
gets back up. That's 2 death save rolls.
I'm dead.
Second one is 19.
True. It is. Oh yeah, Valnir, you have it was from originally. What was the ability?
First death roll was 15 for Spev, and the second one was 19.
That's a success. Spare the dying to you, Valnir. Yep, you gain. You just don't die. You survive just barely, gasping for air with 1 HP. Lunal getting back up with 1 HP. And Mayhem bleeding everywhere, but still standing up. Spev just barely makes it with 1 HP. Grismont standing there cooked and crispy, wondering what the hell just happened. As Llama and Zenta are standing there. Zenta, mass cure wounds. 26 points of health to everybody. As 1 minute has passed, Verlin is stuck in a whole different dead dimension. She wanted to bring death everywhere. She is now stuck in the dead realms, where all that lay dead and all that lay dying stay forever.
Well, she wanted to be someplace in the dead country. Now she is.
Screeching and yelling alone in the darkness, with just undead around her.
Can I bring her back to mortality?
If you find an item of hers, now there's still a skeletal creature.
The two hands have an item of hers, but they aren't working. Like an 8 and a 2. They are not cooperating.
They're not listening. All right. Valnir and Spev. Both of you get attacked by the skeletal mage. I need both of you to make... One of you... I need Valnir to make a charisma saving throw. And Spev, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh.
And that'll be the end of his reaction.
All right. Intelligent, okay. Please give me good luck.
Since I'm still prone, is it disadvantage?
It is not for spells. It is for physical attacks.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 plus 8, 22 for intelligence saving throw.
8
Okay.
plus 2, 10.
All right. Valnir, you look over at Spev, and Spev, you're smiling okay. As you see Valnir looking at you, excited, sweating, breathing heavy, and you see his hand grab at his chest. As he starts laughing, probably at first, and then drops to his knees, feeling his heart stop. As he starts falling towards you, this Goliath of a man, to your little 2'5" woman, this 7-foot tall man falling down right at you.
7.5 foot.
7.5 foot. Spev.
Yeah, he's 7.
Oh dear, geez. Valnir, this stops your heart. Spev, he falls on top of you, giving you...
Well, wait. How am I falling when I'm prone?
You were on the ground and you started getting back up. As you stood back up, the heart attack happened.
Ah.
As he casts Die. As you look at him and realize he is a death figure himself. And he tries to point the finger again. Zenta casts... What is it called? The undead thing. Here it is.
If he's a strong undead, all things,
So that means I am once again dead.
all the weaker ones are get destroyed.
Yeah, it doesn't kill him. It's just gonna mess him up.
I had 1 HP. I'm dead.
Yep, he did. He failed with a 3. Here it is.
Yeah, and my first death save is a nat 1.
Yeah, he just now is in fear of you, but he's not going to be able to do anything for one moment, which gives one reaction to people. Valnir, you drop dead. Spev, you take the bludgeoning damage of him falling on top of you. How many points of health is that? Spev, you take 5 points. Are you at a death saving throw again? No, you're right. You're right. He's fine. He has 21 hit points left after that.
Mm.
Spev, what do you do for reaction as Valnir falls on you dead?
Well, that's a good
Action, what do you
question.
say? What you worked with him for 30 plus years as you just watched your friend just drop in front of you.
Oh, I always knew you were weird for some point, but you fought a good fight down here.
You say that as you try to push off his giant body from your little teeny body. Mayhem goes after this undead figure, attacking at him with rage. How dare you kill my cousin! As he swings with a 26 to hit. And his other attack, a 19 plus 12 to hit. And that does how much for Mayhem? Load, phone, load. Here it is. 9 tails and Mathis sniffing. So 12 plus 3 and 9 plus 3. So 12 and 15.
That's 27.
He only had 20 hit points left for the monster. As I shatter the skeleton in front of me of this death-looking figure, I turn back and run at Valnir and try to pick up his body. Holding in my arms, walking, telling everybody we need to go. We need to go now. As Lunal,
Spev remains silent, and she feel about Valnir's death, and usually she's always have the tough skin exterior, but this really kind of hurt her.
Zenta looks over going, can bring him back, but not here. We need to go.
Griswold goes over, grabs the body of Valnir, and throws it over his shoulder, and starts walking away.
You take it from Mayhem and you put it on your shoulder. Mayhem picks up Lunal and grabs Spev and puts her on his other shoulder, and they start walking. As you guys start heading towards the bridge, you all look back and see the ground cracking. I need everybody here to roll acrobatics or athletics as the ground is shifting and cracking and breaking behind you and falling apart.
Do I have to
We
roll?
need to run now.
Do I have to roll for that since I fly?
You still, yeah. It's more of things are blowing up behind us as well, so it's explosions and things are falling.
27, 17 plus 10.
Oh, excuse me. 16
Full
plus
party or
3,
how many?
19 for acrobatics.
Would
Shit, yeah.
would Windwall be able to help in this situation?
Yeah. Oh, good thing we're all going to be right on the bridge next to each other. There's an opening door as we start running. Llama pushes this wind wall behind us to make us move a little faster out the door. All of us run through. As we're close together, Zenta does a healing word and then does phase shift. As we shift and phase back to his temple.
Wait, a healing word?
Yes. It'll bring you back.
Still am on death saves. I'm not fully dead.
Yeah, you're just unconscious right now. You still got to roll your death save for your next.
Yeah, my first death save was a nat 1.
Yeah, you're.
I have 2 failures now.
Zenta gave you the health point, so you're back up.
So
Yeah. You wake up on Grismont's shoulder, bouncing up and down. Do you want to act like you're still dead so he can carry you, or you just want to get up and wake up and freak out Grismont?
I'm gonna just. He's gonna stay unconscious. He's healed enough so he's not dead, but Still unconscious.
Like if I had put you down, you would probably just be like you wouldn't be able to keep up with us.
Yeah. He'd be still have to get up, which will take an extra action or movement or whatnot. But as you guys do that and he heals you, he does phase shift. And it kind of looks like Legends of Zelda phase shift, where you see it go, and we go back. And we end up in Zenta's Sanctum of the Moon, the Moonweaver. Is the Moonweaver? Yeah, the Moonweaver. As we all teleport in, covered in blood, bone dust, soot, and whatever else.
Chickens.
Right? Zenta presentations himself, cleans himself right up, looks all fresh as he's like, gotta make sure I look good in the temple, you know. All the rest of us look like crap right now. Mayhem still bloodied and furry, half his werewolf burnt up, as fur is just part of it's gone from the explosion.
Spev has a few scratches on her elbow, but she has more a bit bruised around her face and legs. She's just sitting by herself against the wall, just all quiet, which is not normal for her.
Mayhem picks up Luna as she heals herself and heals Mayhem. They look back. I think Verlin's in the place she's always wanted to be. In the void of darkness, where her family rests. As she's been cursed with immortality to being the undead itself. Maybe that's what she needed. As he looks back. As for us, I'm going to rest for a while and not adventure for a while. We need to focus on our kingdom. And Lunal nods and just states, I want to hang out with the kids more. I think I'm done fighting in the adventures for just a little while. You stay here, Mayhem. I'm going to go see our daughter and our son. As she snaps her fingers and jumps through the portal, and it closes up abruptly. We stand there in Zenta's Sanctum of the Moonweaver. You guys feel off, like something's missing.
Like what?
Head off from there and retire finally after this is the 30 years in the future, by the way. So this is 30 years later for all of us. What is it that each person does as this is the last moments we have before we all walk away for a while and in a retirement kind of format for each character or whatever adventures they go on next? Let's go with DJ Thunderbase first.
Valnir's just headed to the paramedics.
Valnir goes to the paramedics, gets healed up as a female Goliath is standing there healing him and repairing him. She looks over and smiles and goes, I think I know you. Weren't you one of the royal keep that protected everybody from the undead? As she says that to Valnir. What does Valnir say?
And he just responds with, at one time, yes.
And she looks going, are you done with your adventures after 40 years altogether?
Truthfully, it's time to retire. I mean, these wounds ain't gonna heal themselves.
She smiles at you and goes, you're right, big guy. Maybe I can help you out. As it fades to black of her trying to heal you and you just retiring and relaxing. You end up being friends with this girl and maybe more over time with Valnir. As for Spev the Hunter, limping back to
Well, no, because
her.
remember, Valnir has a fiance.
He does. Oh, yeah. That'd be awkward. All right, so she heals you and you head back to your fiance in the story.
Hey, you can do a harem. Just saying.
It depends on the character. I think Valnir's more about honor. Spev, what does Spev do before she goes back home to her halfling bunch?
Well, after that adventure, well, it's been a long run for 30 years. What else left to do? Oh well. She changes into a bird and just starts flying back to her home to her people.
You fly back and land into this town of these halflings, like a little village of unique skilled halflings. As they see a statue of you in the middle of the town made of wood, as one of the great heroes that defeated the undead and defeated many others. You walk through and people cheer you on. At first, shock and awe, seeing how injured and messed up you are, helping clean you up. And then over the years, Spev ends up becoming the new mayor of that town, taking over and protecting it as a guardian and the mayor.
Didn't expect this to come home from this, but I kind of like it. Well,
And you
everyone,
finally were.
we we here in our town, so I guess we're gonna start something here. We're gonna set things right properly.
You set this large trade route with the werewolf kingdom, gaining large profits for your halfling folk, allowing people to work together, and also being the guardian for every time they go on the special trove and the long haul to bring supplies to one kingdom and bring back supplies back to yours. They turn from a little town to a kingdom itself, and Spev becomes the first queen of the halflings
All
as they
hail,
build a kingdom.
all hail to Queen Spev. All hail Queen Spev.
Occasionally, you have visitors like Valnir and Mayhem come by and say hi, and amongst others. For Grismont, what does he do for the next or for
He wanders off.
his retirement?
He doesn't retire. He
Just
goes off
being a
to the
wandering
Knights
adventurer?
Gladiator arena to go and continue fighting. Orcs don't retire. They fight.
Roll a
till they die.
D100 for me to roll your percentage on your who you are as a champion there.
Want me to roll a what?
A D100, please. You have advantage, by the way, because you are Grismont, the face splitter.
Really?
What'd you roll? You got advantage. That means you get to roll twice.
I got 75.
All right. So within those times, you roll. Yeah, you beat the opponent. You held off and went to a pub at first. Found a brawling team of a group that goes around all the lands and all the islands throughout the world for who's the best fighters. You defeat most, and occasionally come across old friends like Mayhem, Valnir, and even Spev every once in a while. And even Gronk. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but when the records come by later and they show the plaque on the wall of who got the most wins and fights and holds the belts, Grismont stands tall as he kept going for years and upon years, doing physical combat in the arena entertaining the crowd with his raging wog and punching of his enemies and smashing them and healing with this green aura. Occasionally being hired as a mercenary by the Were Kingdom, amongst even Spev's new kingdom, to do jobs every once in a while. Grismont lived a happy life, beating people up for fun, and occasionally, whenever there was trouble or issues, he'd be one of the first ones into battle. Over time, more orcs did come about and appear, partially thanks to Grismont, other parts because they didn't feel like they needed to hide anymore. Now, for Llama, the Grand Archsage, what did you do for your character's retirement of this storyline before it shifts off to our back 30 years to the normal timeline, as this is all the Asia kind of thing? Are you muted?
No, I don't think I'm muted.
Nope, you're good.
Nah, pretty much he's just going to go up and hang out on his mountain again.
You go and head back. You even hike the first half of the mountain and go, you know what? I forgot I can fly. And you start flying up the mountain. Your llama follows behind you with his crazy green hat, occasionally eating hands.
Ooh, he's currently polymorphed as a Griffma.
Oh yeah, you can always change it though, and it goes within an hour and it changes. Unless you use true polymorph, then it's stuck as whatever it is until you change it again. You climb up there as well as your llama does. You find your llama sanctum with the monastery of llamas on top of one of the highest mountain peaks. As people climb to the mountain to ask for the Grand Archsage's wisdom, as he spits wisdom, mostly spit, but sometimes wisdom comes out.
Sneaks out.
People come back down the mountain either confused or with knowledge to become better or to progress in the world. Occasionally you have your friends that pop up.
One way or another, they come down drenched.
Yeah, they come down drenched in spit, period. Occasionally you would
Not
meet
necessarily always spit.
Ew.
Gross.
In Valinir. And occasionally Grismont would show up with his band of fighters for performances in combat. Zenta, what does Zenta do for his retirement of after all these times? Is there anything you have imagined what he would do for his last years of just silence, just after his combat?
Up, man, like he's still in his
his prime.
You know, let's face like this was what 30 years later.
Yeah, 30 years later.
70 now.
He's only 70. Yeah, you still got like 930 years.
Yeah, I'm still, maintaining my temple. I'm still going out where my guy who sends me. I'll go help out other adventurers if they want me to.
All right. So in the story, Zenta's still in his prime. He gets messages and jobs from Mayhem as they go and work together to take on the enemy, and occasionally meet up with Grismont and Valinir and Spev and whoever else from classic Blood Saints. As Zenta takes over the Blood Saints temple and has his Moon Sanctum temple, he goes off doing his missions, making sure the undead does not arise again. They don't take over, and he maintains it. So not one undead can rule again. As the one person that screams his name in hatred to this day is Verlin. As Verlin hates him for being stuck where she is. As he was smart and strategic and waited for her to use all her legendary actions, as she wasn't able to revive him at the right time, he made her go away, and she could never come back. Stuck for all eternity in the undead realms. As that happens, Gronk himself ships back from a long voyage off a ship back to his town where he's mayor, wins the election 2 more times, and then finally lets go of the election and lets somebody else run it, as he just takes over the shipyard and just becomes Captain Gronk and explores the seas. And that is the end of the Blood Saints, as the last thing you see is Mayhem walking down the hall of the kingdom, looking at statues of all the fallen and all the heroes, one on one side, the others on the other side. He looks back at a couple, especially one that's shining in the light, Thordak, the statue of. He looks up and stares and goes, "They'll remember you for the good things. They won't remember you for the cultists that took your mind and destroyed your soul." He looks down and looks back at the rest of the statues of all of us. And he smiles and goes, "All these years, I can still hear their voices." And then a portal opens behind him of Chrome Tomb Crawl. "Hey, you want to see something freaky?" "What the fuck?" But on that note, 30 years back in time now, to the original timeline of our characters of Blood Saints, Doomcrawlers, and of the Dwarven Kingdom. Another kingdom arised. As this will be the intro for something new, as we'll explain it real quickly before we end it out tonight. The Dragonborn Kingdom.
No spoilers.
Oh no, it's not going to be. It's just certain characters.
I was just
The Dragonborn Kingdom of ice and frost that has ran strong alongside the Were Kingdom. A new Dragonborn lay arise as a youngling at the time before he becomes an adult, before we start our new campaign. What does Chilzer do, DJ Thunderbase, for his first actions of hearing and reading these stories of all these great heroes as he reads about Mayhem and Edward Knight and Lunal and Grismont and Spev? As you're in his studies, as your father is telling you to study and learn, as one day you may be the next king of the frozen ice kingdom of the Dragonborn.
Basically, he's just he's kind of a little snarky, thinking that had he had been there during the time, things wouldn't have taken so long.
As you say that, you close the book, you set it to the side. As you go up to your father, explaining how you could have helped out with these adventures, your father looks at you all confused. What do you mean? Though those kingdoms still exist, these people do. As you look back and the book is gone, as it was the book of Lunal, as her magical book was giving you a prophecy of the future and what could be and what could change, as you've been reading the stories of the Doomcrawlers and Blood Saints history and what happened to the Mimic Castle and the Undead Kingdoms, and how the Were Kingdoms fought back and how the Dwarven Kingdoms fell. You look back and see the book gone and just see a green shimmer for a split second. You hear from your father going, "Now, boy, I have a big family meeting and we have a big celebration for you. I need you to grab somebody down from the basement, though, that may need to be your guardian and your protector." As it cuts down to the scenes of the basement, hundreds of feet, an undead vampire sitting there, chained up, waiting, playing dice with a bug. As the bug nudges the dice and they roll, I'll roll for it anyway. Oh, you son of a bitch. You got a 9, I got a 2. How the hell am I losing to a bug? Alright, that's it. No more candy for you. And like that, you lost me. And for that note, Alucard, which is my character, it goes to a darkness. And that'll be next year's story, which we'll find out a team, a name, which will be probably carried on or created during the story to find out what we will be called in this unique new level 1 story. Does anybody want to state or say what their characters are for their level 1s before we end this out tonight?
Mine is a level 1 druid of the name of Wolfin O'Connor. He is I still haven't decided which species he is. I'm debating between half elf and wood elf, but he will be some sort of elf, big muscular elf. No, that's slender elf bullshit.
And probably a half elf then, because that means you're half Goliath and half wood elf, which will give you the advantage of ice and strength. At the same time, you'll have your magical properties. You might be a little dumber.
No, he'll still be so relatively intelligent. He's a druid after all.
Like I said, maybe a little dumber. I know druids. Got this. What's going on here? Who has messaged? Okay. Hail Queen Spev. Yes, hail Queen Spev. We'll post that up for in a minute. All right, guys. What is for Thunderbase? His character. You want to explain yours, Thunderbase? Wherever you went.
Basically, he's just a very stuck up white dragonborn.
All right, just a little white dragonborn that looks like a runt at first. Compared to his 2 sisters and older brother. He's the youngest of them all. As he goes and gets ready for an adventure for the first time, having to go and get on a family meeting for his new life. Now, for you, Sage the Intelligent, what type of character are you starting off with, and what do you think? If not, you can always later.
For me, it is a level 1. It is a level 1 tiefling fighter class. Character goes by the name of. His name goes by. Let's see. I haven't thought of the name 100%, but if I can come up with none now, we'll just go. We'll just give it. We'll just give it a Stephalon for that one. Stephalon McNeil.
That is a good one right there. You can always play back the episode to remember. And then for Llama, what do you know yours, or do you want to keep that a big secret for you? Or do you have an idea?
What about nap time?
Next time. This will be your level 1 for next year. What do you want to give a little hint of your character?
Oh yeah, he's going to be a level 100.
Level 1. Yes.
100.
1.
I'm going to keep it a surprise from like the people who watch, but I'll talk with you guys in private if you know what I'm saying.
All right, yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
All right, Zenta, do you have any idea what yours is? Is this going to be your Wukong guy that you were talking about, or is it going to be somebody else?
Terry Crews.
He's making it the Terry Crews, the paladin with charisma. Oh dear.
Whew.
And then I'm making Alucard, which is Alucard, on Hellsing Abridged version. A vampire, gunslinger, warlock. Could. You still have until next year to begin. You let me know. And on that note, guys, girls, and squirrels, this is Rolling to Die, and that was the end of the Blood Saints, the 30-year story. They can always be revamped because we did a time skip So there's still more to that. For now, just remember we're rolling to die, and every Sunday night at 6 p.m. till around 9:30, we play Dungeons and Dragons. Next week and next month and everything else, we are doing mobile suits and mobile suit Gundam combat and battles. And right before Christmas and Hanukkah,
Oh, my
we
balls
are
dropped.
later. I'm gonna make you pilot the ball. Oh man. The week the day or yeah, the week before Christmas, we are going to do a special event of Nightmare Before Christmas that we've been trying to set up. We try to do it in October, but we're going to do it in December. And the rest of it will be Gundam until the new year, where we will have the new campaign with its new name for Rolling to Die. Remember, we're done with your bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there. Now, hang, hang, to you all, and to you all, a good night. And would anybody like to say anything before we end this tonight?
I sharded.
Tune in on Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Chaotic Mind podcast. Be there, be square. Have a good night and have a good week.
Thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe with everything you've seen today in this wonderful campaign we have today. So remember, be safe, be hydrated, be good people. And most of all, be wise.
And thank you.
What
Sage
about
Intelligence.
flies?
You did the hardest part for that with the boss. You literally just offed your character damn near just to save everybody. Big martyrism. Your character is now the new queen.
I was sad.
And
I wanted to save the dragon.
Oh, technically, you still could in your own backstory if you wanted by taunting her from the Dark Undead realm. But that's up to Llama, because Llama control people forever.
You can also develop a mirror that allows you to communicate with her, and just taunt her.
There are those things in D&D, and if not, Llama the Sage does have the magical ball of the goblin ass.
I'll show you a goblin ass. I'll be gobbling that ass.
Thunderbase, anything for you to end this with tonight before we hit the ending? You got some new songs out? Do you want to do any explanatory of those, Thunderbase? Okay. On that note, we're going to end it. Yeah. Thanks, James.